Hello and welcome. You're watching the Global Poker League Summer Series live from Las Vegas. I'm Laura Cornelius. Yesterday we had quite the match for you. Jeff Gross of the Berlin Bears left with absolutely nothing. Nil points for Philip Gruesom's team, and he was playing against the Brazilian Felipe Mojave Ramos of the Sao Paulo Metropolitans, who clean sweeped for a full 9 points. Today we have another great match lined up for you. It's Kevin MacPhee of the New York Rounders versus Timothy Adams of the Rome Emperors.
Hello, my babies, and welcome to the Global Poker League Summer Series. I am Joe Stapleton. He is Eric Danis. Today is his birthday.
Oh, no.
Everybody, and we are here for the final match of Heat 1 of the Summer Series, and I'm really happy for this because this shirt needs a wash.
It's very, very
I've
true.
been wearing this shirt. I wore this shirt like 4 days. It's hot in here. I really need to get it done. So I'm glad that we're going to have just a quick break. Well, I will have a break. You guys won't. We're going to start Heat 2 tomorrow. But today we got to close out Heat number 1, Rome Emperors versus New York Rounders. Kevin MacPhee versus
Timothy Adams.
Timothy Adams. That confuses me every time
Of
because
course.
he seems American, but he's Canadian.
Yes.
And he's playing for the Emperors.
And he spends time in Finland.
And yeah, so it's just a whole mishmash of things that my little American brain can't wrap itself around. That's why I have a hard time. So Timothy Adams versus Kevin MacPhee today. Let's get right into it. Let's take a look at the top scorers for the league so far.
Now, Olivier Bousquet still leads this race, Joe. Fedor Holtz, who when is not in the cube, is just destroying Las Vegas. Another high roller victory yesterday, late last night at the Aria, 25K buy-in, winning just under $500,000. The poor guy, under $500,000. That's a little rough. Felipe Mojave Ramos, the Run Good, the Booth Run Good Joe, really worked with him. The big sweep yesterday, he now moves into third place.
Ramos.
Yeah, he's doing very good for himself and for the Sao Paulo Mets. They needed those 9 points yesterday. Anatoly Filatov, the Filatov plane has landed and should be in the cube sometime in the next few days. So expect Filatov to go up in those standings shortly. Martin Jakobsen, we saw earlier this week in the cube, 34 points. And Nanonoko just got swept earlier this week. That's the second time this year. That's very uncommon since Nanonoko has had such a great start to this year. He's still sixth in scoring at the moment.
And I would just like to mention that top scorer position there, held by Olivier Bousquet, has yet to play in the Summer Series. So there's a really good chance that only gets more top scorer. Let's take a look at the league standings. We're going to start with the Americas.
There it is, the mighty Montreal Nationals. Marc-Andre Ladouceur about to land. He will be in the cube tomorrow. Flew in especially to play tomorrow, Joe, so that'll be fun to see.
That's cool.
Ladouceur in the house. Hey, he needs some points. He's the least of the top scorers for that team. He wants to make sure he supports the team and contributes. 115 points. That's a 14-point lead on the Sunset, who have the top 2 scorers in the league. So Montreal's really done it. All 6 players have contributed to that score. The Sao Paulo Mets, the New York Rounders, who are in action today. Kevin MacPhee has an opportunity to help the Rounders go back to third place with a good day today. And the Rush and the Moneymakers, it's still pretty dire for them. They'll need to step it up. Both teams winning earlier this week, but they'll need to step it up in Heat 2.
So all Kevin MacPhee needs to do today is win 2 out of 3, and they move up into third place. The New York Rounders do. Let's take a look at the Eurasian standings.
There we go. The London Royals, the only team in this conference to be at 100 points. That came off earlier this week, so a good match by Chris Moorman. He lost, but did get 3 points, so there you go. 100 points for the team. The Wolverines, we talked about Filatov. I believe Yaroshevsky is in the cube tomorrow. They'll have an opportunity to actually move ahead of London, temporarily at least, with a sweep tomorrow. The Hong Kong Stars still holding strong, in third place. The Paris Aviators, Joe, who really started this year so strong. They were the number 1 ranked ranked team for quite a bit there earlier this year. Now they're a few points back of first, so they'll need to step their game up in the second heat. And there you have it, Berlin and Rome at the bottom. Rome in desperate need of 9 points today. It's not been the best start of the year for the team. Tim Adams has played 3 heads-up matches, played very well, by the way, but has lost all 3 2-1, so he'll need some more points today.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure on Timothy Adams today with the Rome Emperors being in last place. He is going to need to hole out and score all 9 points just to tie, I believe, to get them up into 5th place. Right now, Tim Zero Thee, is standing by on the floor with Laura Cornelius.
I am indeed here on the floor with Tim Adams of the Rome Emperors. Now, this isn't the first time you've come to the studio. You came in and watched the Aaron Paul game on Monday. How was that?
Yeah, it was really cool. I was a big fan of Breaking Bad, so seeing him play in here, and he actually played really well from what I saw. So, yeah, it was a really cool experience.
And you weren't able to go in the cube that day, but you've been in there now, is that right? How was it? How's it feeling?
I just went in there to test it out, and yeah, it's sweet, it's cool. It's big in there too. There's a lot of room. We can do like a lot of things in there, I think.
Oh, yesterday they were playing some football in there.
I heard, yeah.
Are you gonna do something equally amusing for us today?
I mean, I'm a soccer player, so I wish we had a soccer ball, but
could do some yoga, something like that,
sure.
maybe.
Sure.
We said it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just heard Joe talking. Rome Emperors, bottom of the league right now. And in fact, even if you do score 9 points, you will still be in 6th place. How does that make you feel? Not great, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. Not great. It hasn't been the smoothest first season for us. We talked about it, and I think I think a lot of us have been pretty unlucky in our matches, and yeah, we wish things would turn around, but it hasn't really happen. But yeah, maybe we'll build some momentum and get some points, and yeah, hopefully it starts today.
Well, you're playing New York Rounders Kevin MacPhee today. What's your history like with him?
I've played with Kevin online and live, mostly in just poker tournaments, and yeah, he's a great player, so it should be interesting. And yeah, all my opponents have been great, so this is just another great opponent to play against.
Can you give us an insight to your strategy or anything like that?
No, I won't. I've just been playing heads up sit and goes now and then, and done some strategy talk and some theory work. That's it. But yeah, I'm ready to always play these kind of matches.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best of luck, and we will see you after the first game in the cube. Back to you guys.
Sorry, Laura, I didn't mean to troll your interview, but I was saying eat a yogurt. Now, I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but Tim Adams ate a yogurt at an EPT table without a spoon.
Great.
And our female demographic just went through the roof. I mean, it was just splooshed down all over the place. I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce today's guest commentator. We have Max Pescatore here, who has a little bit of a dog in this fight. Am I right, Max?
Yes. I don't know what that means, but
it means that you are invested in this match today. You care.
Of course, I care. Yeah, I mean, I care also for Tim, I have to say, because I think Tim has been playing the best of my team, and he just lost 3 matches, which is unbelievable. But sometimes that's poker, but you don't want to see it again and again. Right. So even the last match, I thought he dominated, yet he came down and lost 2-1 to Soren Mitzi. Right. And so, I watch all his matches. I mean, he's a really impressive player. I told him he's going to be a star in the GPL, but you cannot be a star if you keep losing, no matter how good. No, but, it's true. It's true because people look at results, and no matter how good he plays,
love to play results.
He loses. And yeah, we're result-oriented.
Before we get to your team scoring for Rome, I just have one. What was it that made you pick Timothy Adams? Because not that I don't think Tim's a good player, but that's a great player. Yeah. That was an interesting choice as far as I was concerned from the Rome Emperors.
Well, my theory was the fun part about my picks were that I was number one. I had the number 1 pick, so I could actually contact the person that I wanted, which was Musta, and then we talked about it for a while. So we talked about it. We talked a bunch of players that we could pick, and then the reason that they knew about Timothy Adams as good as he was is because he plays the high rollers.
They know the super high roller circuit.
So they knew how it was. I didn't want to take all Italians in the team, no matter. I went very local, even picking Treccarichi as the 4th pick. But I think you need to have some other players, and Tim was a perfect selection because he was the heads-up player that we wanted. And no matter what, we are not result-oriented. I'm very happy that I picked it.
Well, I'm glad that you said that you're not results-oriented, because let's take a look at some of the results for the Rome Emperors.
And there he is, Max Pescatore, the top scoring player on the team, also with the highest total points percentage.
That's right.
It's not really
makes
good,
it-
though, Max. I'm sorry if this comes across a little rude, but 16 points and being the top scorer, not exactly what you want.
Well, but I have 53% of the points possible.
Still not stellar.
Okay.
We have Mustafa Kinit, who's really turned things on, really had a rough start to the year, but he's turning things on. I don't doubt that Mustafa's going to be a star in the second half of the year. Dario Sarmartino, a big win against Igor Kurganov just a few weeks ago. Max, you mentioned Timothy Adams. 0 for 3 in heads up, but he has collected 1 or 3 points in each of those matches. Those losses coming to, as you mentioned, to Sorel Mitzi, to Sergei Lebedev, and to Justin Bonomo. Wow, what a brain. Timothy Adams there in fourth. Todd Brunson, the wild card. Todd Brunson is there. Really rough start to the year, but he's also picking it up. I've mentioned to Max, one of my favorite players in this league. So happy to have Todd along and really enjoying his time in the GPL, even if things have not gone so well. And then Walter Trekariki. Well said. All right. There he is at the bottom. But
Walter
I would not be
Trecerici?
Yeah,
close
that's
enough.
what they were saying there at the beginning.
That's what I would have
it's a
said,
little
too.
tough.
Sorry.
Trekariki.
I'm going to wait until I actually have to learn that one. Let's go right into the New York Rounders scoring results. There they are.
There are Tyler Kenny, who's been a star at the start of this season. 57% of those points collected, 24 points in 6 matches.
Nepotism.
Jason Wheeler is really playing so well lately. He's there. The shocker here is Thomas Marchese, who's played unbelievably in this GPL, but
Too
he's
much cheese.
yeah, but he's lost quite a few times, including twice to Olivier Bousquet. So that'll ruin your record.
I heard that match was legendary, by the way, that he
Yeah, the
just played
first one,
unbelievably well, and yet still, just crazy good poker being played between those two.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason Mercier, we should see way more of him in the second half of the season. 3 matches played only, but 14 points already. That's spectacular. Bryn Kenny, always great to see him on camera. 67% of the points collected. And there's Kevin MacPhee, who's through 2 matches was shut out early in the season. 6th place finishes for both. Really bad beats as well in both of those situations. So wouldn't doubt to see MacPhee put up some points in the near future.
Well, the near future is right now. He's got 3 shots, put up 3 points apiece today. He is down on the floor with Laura right now.
Yes, he is indeed, Kevin MacPhee. New York Rounders, we just looked at the top scorers there of your team, obviously. A little bit of a disappointing start for you, but we only seen you 1 week, we have to remember.
I've only played 2 six-max matches,
Yeah.
and I was pretty much cold decked out of both ones very, very early, so I haven't had a chance to play again, so I'm excited to get a chance today.
This obviously is a live format as well. Would you say you're better at live, online?
I don't know. This is a different format than
It's a hybrid,
live is, for sure. So I'd probably say I'm more comfortable online. This is going to be a little awkward for me, but I think it should be pretty fun. It's exciting to try something new and try something innovative and see how it works out. So
We're apparently just going to get you guys some yogurt and then
oh yeah,
gonna see how you go with that. That's what I've heard, anyway.
Well, I think I'll take a spoon.
Okay. Now, Bryn Kenny's your manager. Have you been interacting with him much? You have team talks, you boys?
I've been close with Bryn for many years, so we both know each other's games pretty well, and he's been a good friend of mine over the years. I wouldn't say we had too much specific strategy talk about the GPL, but we talk strategy quite a bit, and I've been hanging out with him since I got here in Vegas. We've talked quite a bit.
And Tim Adams is your opponent. He also mentioned he's played you many times before, so this is going to feel normal-ish.
Yeah, it should feel normal-ish. Tim's a fantastic player. He's a heads-up specialist, and I'm just a multi-tournament table donk, so I would think that he would have the edge going into this, but it's a quick format, and it's heads-up, so anything can happen, so hopefully I can just be luckier than him.
Well, we will see. You're about to enter the Cube. Best of luck. We'll chat to you after the first
Thank
game.
you.
Back to you guys.
Kevin MacPhee hoping to live up to his I'm a Luxac name. Now, Eric, we obviously had to mention that Kevin's not on the board yet for the GPL. He said that in his 6 max matches, he did get cold decked. Does the story check out?
Oh, absolutely. Both times, yeah. Very, very upsetting for Kevin, of course. But yeah, absolutely. Very early in both of those matches as well. So wasn't his day then. I think it was good of Bryn to give him a few weeks off and to think it over, and he should be back in. We mentioned the term hybrid. This is a hybrid format.
Right.
And truly on paper, doesn't get better hybrid when it comes to Kevin MacPhee. Over $7 million in online earnings and over $5 million in live earnings. I think that's exactly the description when you're talking about a hybrid player that can adjust live and online. I would put my money on MacPhee on many of those occasions.
Max, as the manager of the Rome Emperors, how do you plan to fade the fact that Kevin is just going to get luckier than you guys today?
Well, he's not going to be a luck suck today. We're going to win today. That's it. Tim is getting the first victory.
That's it. He's just announced it to the entire room. That's how it's going to happen. John Newcomb on Twitch. By the way, I should let you guys know you can get involved. You can participate in chatting with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/GPL. Also, we're on Poker Central. And you can tag your tweets if you don't want to foray into that Twitch Thunderdome. You can tweet at us using the hashtag GPL. John Newcomb says, MacPhee is like Bobcat Goldweight trying out for Schrodinger's cat. And that's why my money is on him. And I don't really understand that in the slightest, but John's a smart guy, so I like to read the stuff he says no matter what. Just a quick recap of how things are going to go down once they're in the cube. Both players start with 50,000 in chips. Blinds begin at 2 and 400. The blinds go up every 4 minutes. And, of course, each player has a total 20-minute time bank. That's every time the action's on you, the time ticks down on that bank. When you run out of time for that particular game, you are then in the hot seat where you have 4 seconds to make your decisions. And I believe our players should be entering the cube. We are ready to kick it on down to Poker Cubed in the cube.
Players, enter the cube.
That's right. Don't go in there until they tell you.
That's right.
You don't want to upset her. I forgot her birthday last year. Oh, my God.
You're in trouble.
Really big deal.
Marty on. No.
Oh, do we start right away?
That's it. Go.
Glitch in the Matrix, the door is open. That
makes her maxed up. All right, Timmy, let's do this.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
I went to go close it, but I think someone else is on top of it. I just wanted to get a little more camera time. So things starting off pretty well for Timothy Adams. How do you feel, Max? A sign of things to come? You expect a king?
Yeah, but no.
Not with
Let's
that
think
attitude.
positive. Let's think positive. No, plus, I mean, I have to say, Tim has also faced the most difficult matches. I mean, so not only he lost by dominating, but also I thought he met three guys that they were unbelievably tough. So
like
as we said, you know,
never had it.
Maybe Soren Mitz is the one that I think he probably underestimated Tim. And even when he was talking, if you remember the match, Eric, he was talking like he actually, like often, he knew what he was going to do, and he didn't.
Right.
I remember
he was off. You're right
when he
about
said,
that.
I think he's going to call me with king high, and Tim had kings and passed and mucked. So he was so lucky. He got kings against random hand, and he made trips. And then aces against a random hand, and he made a full house or trips again.
Yeah, and that was a game that Sorel was playing live from a Starbucks in Austin, Texas, of all places.
Which is,
and he was
it
a little
can
distracted.
Be distracted,
yeah, of course,
because of course the match that I won, I was committed to just. I didn't go to Monte Carlo. I stayed home and played and did well. Instead, my opponent was
at a final table, or close to a final table,
right.
And Win Zhang.
Pretty big hand to kick things off here. Hand number 2.
It is.
Ace Queen versus King Queen. Domination Nation before the flop. MacPhee hits his king, Timothy, with a pretty good flush draw and a hand that's likely to be good at showdown a fair percentage of the time.
Yeah, it looks like
it's all pot
bet again. Oh, I like the chipometer, which I didn't say before.
That's right. And we got big blinds listed in the chipometer now, so there'll be no confusion. I can't do that when it's like the 1600, 3200 level, Max. I don't know how many big blinds that is. It's crazy.
Right, yeah.
Nobody does. You got to get Stephen Hawking in here for that.
There you go. No flush. But it's okay. We kept it. It was a small pot, so.
So brick out for Timothy.
Not so small.
22,000 in the middle. Yeah, not a super small pot.
No, it looks like he's also gonna bet. So
Dun dun dun. We're closing in on the end of the first blinds level. So Timothy's taking a second to decide what he wants to do here, Max. If you could be in his ear and tell him what to do, I mean, obviously not knowing Kevin's cards, I'm just asking, what would you do in this spot? Would you bet 14,610?
I mean, the problem in the way MacPhee call, he's gonna call easily. That's the problem.
And what is he trying to rep here? Like a flop flush?
Just happened there.
Ooh. I don't think Kevin made a decision.
Just happened
Yeah, he
there.
won
I
that
have
pot.
no idea what happened.
They just rolled your hand in my hand.
I was like, why couldn't I see his hand? What happened?
What happened?
I think we may have had
I
a
was supposed to be
slight
calling there
slight
at the top
glitch
of my
there.
range.
Kevin did
Wasn't
not
gonna
make a
give a
decision. It
little-
looks
I
like
was
the
trying to
chips
bet.
were awarded
You're trying to bet. You
to.
bet, though.
Yeah,
I saw the bet.
I thought I clicked it.
Yeah, you bet like a lot.
Maybe,
And
did I time out?
I don't think so.
Who
I
even
don't
ended
know
up
what
with the
happened.
chips
I-
there?
Trying to call king queen.
Looks like Kevin did.
Or
Yeah, what happened there?
We need a floor win.
We're still working out some of the
Yeah,
bugs
I had
here.
king
I think it's
queen,
fine.
so
Kevin
I
is
should be
confirming that he
having, like,
called, so-
70,000 chips right now, or 75.
Yeah, I think they didn't see, but he did call, and it probably they didn't
The
see
chips
the
did.
hands.
The chips did
but
go
the
to
chips
Kevin.
did go to
Right.
Very confused.
They're wrong by the right
I
person.
thought it was like I saw your hand and it was like you were in the
I was
tank.
I
or
was just
something.
tanking. I was just like getting to give you a speech about how I have the best hand in my range right here. King queen, no heart.
There was no way he would have folded
And then I
anyway.
just see
No,
that-
I think that it was a happy accident that he got credited with the call, even though he didn't actually make it. So we're just going to play on, players.
Wow.
Okay, we need a nice ace on the
was
turn.
like- You bet like 12K on the river too, right?
14.
14. I
something,
should have like 75K right now.
Yeah. We can ask what's going on.
Yeah.
Or I can also chip dump.
I don't know, man. That was weird.
Like,
It looks like,
did
yeah,
I
maybe
time
the
out?
full pot didn't get
No, you
awarded,
didn't. I saw
though.
your bet. It was in the pot, and I was just
No,
waiting.
no, it is 98, and
And then
he.
the pot would just
Oh,
have
40.
without
Because
you.
there was 22,000 in the middle
Maybe it didn't
before
let you bet?
Timothy made the 14,000 bet. So
Right.
I don't think the right number of
Yeah.
chips ended up going to Kevin.
But it happens. It's the dealer's fault.
Razzle, I should be having 70K. I'm still up though, but yeah.
Absolutely.
May have to put a little asterisk next to this one.
If he wins, yeah.
Well, but I mean, you know, I've seen World Cup of football getting awarded to the wrong team, so it can happen.
Yeah, of course. Look, everyone's handling it just fine. We just have to, remember that it happened and try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, of course.
Got one through on you, huh?
Yeah, I could have peeled. So, what's happened? You raised.
See if we see a 3-bet from Tim Adams.
Got one through on
It's
you.
hard not to think they would 3-bet in this spot.
Should have made a stance and call.
I'm used to like the 1 minute tank stare down folds.
For me?
Yeah. I was like, wait, he folded already? This is awkward.
I really got to learn how to work this. All right, I got it. Let me see if I can get one through you.
That's a big one. I think you can probably get that one through.
All right.
Pew, pew,
maybe
fold.
that's big.
You made it 41 over 12. So
Yeah, I wanna,
it's pretty,
you know.
pretty large.
I wanna-
but that's how the Italians do it, right? In Rome, it's the Italian style. Go big or go home.
I think if this was Rome, we'd all still be stuck in traffic right now, trying to get to the cube.
All right, let's see a flop then.
All right.
Ooh, interesting flop.
Flush draw for Timothy
Yeah, Timothy should take it down easily.
and a gut shot. MacPhee with a hand that I like to consider both having a flush and a straight draw.
Jesus, what's happening? What is happening? I can see your cards.
I can see your cards too.
That hand also ended a little bit early. It looks like we may be a little buggy today, guys.
Who won? I did. I won. Nice, dude.
What is happening?
You just had a gut shot and a flush draw, but I won with jack high.
I was
so-
trying to bet.
We're going to look into things a little bit
Lines up.
deeper, guys.
Let's raise the limits.
I think there's a glitch.
Yeah, it seems pretty glitchy.
I was trying to bet.
I mean, from my point of view,
Okay.
we should clear the standings and just
Just start
you
the whole
know,
league
the Roman
over
purse,
from the beginning.
0 point for everybody from the beginning of the league. And
Well, just want to let everyone know out there, right now we have top men working on this. Top men.
It doesn't go buggy.
And if there were women here, I would include them, but there are no women working on this. So we're going to get to the bottom of that and
You're
see
supposed
what's
to
going to
have,
happen.
Like 10 seconds or something before your clock goes off, or maybe not.
I think you just use your whole time bank whenever you want. But there's like a... yeah. I don't know what's going on. Call. Ooh.
Queen 9. Started as the best hand, ends as the best hand. Let's see if we can get a bet. Let's see if we can play a hand to completion.
Boom.
That's a big one.
It is.
That is full pot.
It is.
Check back, flop, call, turn in. I have something.
I bet you do.
Big X on Twitch asking, play live with no cards. What the heck is the point in meeting up? I don't know, standing in front of somebody, talking to them, looking someone in the eye, having
Yeah.
a good time.
Nice bluff.
oh,
Nice bluff.
he
Jack
passed.
something.
The luck suck.
What's the point of
folded.
taking a vacation when you can just pop a pill, huh? What's the point of having a relationship when you can just watch porn?
Okay.
Human interaction, my friends.
So yeah, now we're even after that that ace queen and king queen hand and
Something like that.
yeah.
One of the things that I also noticed on Tim is
Yep.
that because of his
His
character.
brilliant good looks.
No, I don't look at that.
Okay.
I'm not result oriented. No, but I think often he gets in a new situation and he's not as comfortable as other people. But yet, when the match is going to go on, he's going to show more of what he can do, and you'll see him more relaxed and more comfortable. Right now, he's like even
He's digging
smiling
in
too
right now.
much.
You
You
can
can
see
see
it,
like
yep.
he keeps moving, and it's something that I noticed the first time he went on GPL. Because if you remember that match, he was very, very awkward in the first match, and then he came through the second one and third one. Actually, did so much
small
better
mouth.
He's fast to adapt this one.
I gotta stay away
It
from
has
the turning
because we don't
all the
have
big pots.
room for error.
I've learned I chop them down with the small pots.
That's how it was last year for me. I won the big pots. This year, not so much. Donking in the big pots.
Kevin MacPhee coming off a magical 2015 where he won 2 WSOP bracelets. Someone did that at this desk as well, Joe, and it's not your eye.
When did you do that?
Who else? Oh,
2015.
Max. You mean Max?
I think Max won about 7 or 8 bracelets last year. He was on fire, especially at the
Pretty
start.
sick year last year, buddy boy.
Very good year.
Which is great. It's been great being at the World Series this year because you can see so many people will come up to me and say, "Oh, you know," and give me like love, and
Yeah.
people that I didn't know, and also the pros, like
They had forgotten
all
that you were a
knew-
good poker player.
Yeah, they all know you, but sometimes they wouldn't say hi. Some of them. Now everybody says hi to me at the
Really?
World Series.
Got the gold.
Yeah, it's
It's because they see all those bracelets coming down the hall. Clang, clang, clang.
I even got drafted this year in the 25K
Really?
fantasy. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, which
Somebody's
Last-
obviously not taking it very seriously.
I mean, he got drafted by Todd Brunson, but let's keep that
What?
away.
no,
up?
but he had there were like 4 teams
No, but that's
bidding.
absolutely. No, that
Then
was a
he
great
believed
selection.
in, you know, that's okay. But
Had you been picked last year, that team probably would have won.
it was great last year. After that, they had the 25K draft, I tweeted, "You all donkeys that they're doing the 25K draft, you will regret it." And they did,
And they
because
did.
then they were
Right from the
thinking.
start, right from the first week.
Rolling over the table.
All right.
Just running me over.
Tim Adams has only one career victory, but that career victory is a WSOP four-handed bracelet, so there you go.
Shallow against me.
He only had to beat 3 other people.
That's right.
That's a joke.
Although he did beat Tony Gray.
How's that even a bracelet?
Which I
gotta
don't
win-
think they even have this format
They
anymore.
do not. Yeah, they do not. Joe complained, apparently.
Not much moving in the chip-o-meter. It's been a few hands since we've seen a major glitch. That's good.
That's good.
Although I have not uncrossed my fingers for the last 10 minutes. Kevin MacPhee 3-betting, 10-9 suited. And Timothy Adams folds the weak ace, which was the best hand pre-flop.
It's best you just fold.
Yeah, I don't. Max, you don't have an issue with somebody folding like a bad ace to a 3-bet, right? It's just like, when, you're ahead sometimes, but you're never that far ahead, even if you are.
It depends of the skill of your opponent. Like, I sometimes they come up to me, friends, and they say, "What should I do? What should I do on this?" When I say, if your heads up, you think your opponent is much better, just push every time you have an ace, because, of course, not with these blinds, but
right,
then you
if we're a little shallower, you can do that, but you don't. But you also don't necessarily just want to call there and then play like a huge pot with ace 6.
No,
right?
right. I prefer that he shoves, so he might even get folded by ace 10 in that situation, especially if the other player thinks he has an edge. Not in this case. I'm talking about like, a random player.
Sure. Like if it was me.
Right. If one of my friends that was playing you.
No. If I was playing, I would just be the guy
opposite. I
having
would
to
tell
shove
you,
the
go.
aces. Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
You'd be like, look, don't play any flops.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew. Laser.
It looks like they're enjoying it though. Ooh, that's a flop.
Wish I could see your time too.
Oh, my time.
41 and 57, 59%.
I can tell you it if you want.
I'm at 14 and a half.
At 13 and 14 seconds.
Edge. That's what we do in Magic Online.
Pretty big
Time the
flop
guy
for
out.
Tim Adams.
Yeah.
Although
the tricks.
Kevin with the slightly better draw, no clubs come in.
Oh wow, they went check the other way. I think how close to it.
So 4 is going to
Very
beat a
small
deuce here.
pot for that.
So
Take
lucky.
it down.
But I have the bottom of my range. So it's a fold, I guess. You're just getting all sorts of queen highs through, huh?
Not that time. I didn't have the queen high.
Kevin somehow flopped the best hand here. Pair of 3s.
Raise.
Be pretty surprised to see Timothy just call here. He's wondering now that he's hemmed and hawed this much
Got
if he
him.
can get away with a
Got him
raise.
so good.
Oh, I should have just faked
He
it.
just
Faked
folds.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen
Pro-
him doing
probably the
some
best
strange-
move there.
Best move, yeah.
I could just be trolling you anyways. Could just have the jack 3.
Wasn't I just the button?
No, I limped the button. You min raised. That's why I raised flop, because I figured you didn't know what was going on. I limped the button that hand.
I was gonna.
I'm like, he just min raised from the big blind, so I'm pretty sure he thinks he's the button. So I'm just gonna raise this flop.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is he raising?
Why is he raising?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Why is he raising this flop? I'm like, okay, well,
Snuck one through on you.
that makes sense. Wow. I'm such a fish.
Cube fish.
Definitely a cube fish.
Kevin MacPhee with the best hand again. No cold decks so far for Kevin. Ten on the river changes nothing.
So the blind went up there more serious.
Ah,
Gives up.
I just give up.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Got him. Got
Just
him.
didn't want to follow through with the 7 high that time.
I thought you might have some equity there, but apparently not.
Oh, no. Just decided to give up.
Tim Adams was a quarter finalist in the 10K Heads Up in 2015. Certainly one of the reasons why Max went to select him.
Nothing gets by this guy.
Wow, I should have definitely just went with it on the 7 high. Just didn't think it would get the cred.
Winner, winner.
Kevin scoops another small one.
So I'm guessing we get 20 minutes per match, eh? Or is it just in total? I would assume it's per match, right?
What do you mean, timing?
Yeah.
We have, I think it's like 18 minutes, 17 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're in the hot seat if you.
Yeah. I was
Correct.
saying
4 seconds for every decision once you're in the hot seat.
timing out a lot of hands.
He does come prepared.
Yeah, the hot seat on here.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous. Okie dokie.
Good thing I spent so much time one tabling scoops on the couch, my iPad.
Oh, you were on GPL as well?
No, I mean just like
Oh.
not wanting to sit in front of my computer for scoop. Alrighty then. Yes. Got that one.
Okay.
Seemed big. 5,400 more.
MacPhee's
Gotta make 'em
bracelets last summer, by the way. Sorry, one was
them out,
in the
blind her up,
summer.
eh?
That's the 5K no limit. He defeated Moscow's Igor Yaroshevsky Heads Up. And then WSOP Europe, he went on to win the main event. Dmitry Urbanovich, of course, finishing 15th in that one. So he loves to destroy those Moscow Wolverines.
All right.
Speaking of Wolverines, what about Badgers? Somebody in the chat wants to know, Yoro wants to know, is that Badger from Breaking Bad talking?
wish
It
you
is
could show
pretty
that.
similar, your voice to Badgers. I love it.
I will admit that Aaron Paul did give me a little thumbs up, saying I sound like
Really?
Badger.
That's awesome.
And I've never watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
What?
I'm sorry, Max. I do. Do you know how much poker I do? That's all I do, Max. You know I'm committed.
I have to say I didn't watch it until last year, and then I bought the
whole thing?
The whole thing, and just didn't go out for a while.
It's kind of like
Finished.
crystal meth itself. It's very addictive, and you can stay up all night doing it.
No, but the point was, everybody tell me, oh, watch that show, because I finished another show, and I'm like, I don't know. Then I watched the first one, the second one, I said, okay, I'm committed. And
See, continue.
amazing series.
A man continues.
All right.
And Timothy Adams gets away from that one, drawing dead on the turn.
Max, I don't know if you're able to watch, but Aaron Paul did really well for himself. I mean, it helps when Olivier Bousquet is your poker coach, but
Yeah.
he did really well earlier this week.
I did watch the first two of the three
Yep,
matches, and actually tweeted a couple of things about the match. I actually thought he was comfortable. He was. I mean, if you looked at the faces of the two players,
1600.
you felt like
I called.
Soulier was the actor.
Yeah, right.
Because it was unbelievable. Aaron was relaxed. He was watching him. He was studying. Soulier has his head down,
lot of pressure
he
on
was,
him.
it was more pressure on him, and also you might have felt the star that you have on the other side. So it depends on. But it was great, and it's great for.
And speaking of pressure, Timothy Adams down to just 16 big blinds right now. He's flopped a pair here against the
know.
queens of Kevin MacPhee.
But he can do it. Come on, Adams. I know you can make him fold.
Timothy calls.
We got him. Oh, he's not king 4?
Not this time. But hey, it could be a glitch in your favor. Who knows?
It could be a. Oh no. Okay, that check. I think we're done. No, we're not done in the match.
Right,
we're
but the
done
hand,
for
we're
the
not
pot.
we're not winning this hand.
No, we're not winning this hand after MacPhee checked the turn.
Nice.
That's a very good bet
Yep,
too.
nice value bet from Kevin MacPhee on the end. Both of them, I think, fairly confident the other doesn't have an ace when the last ace hits the river.
Would a check raise do it?
You bet the pot?
I bet some amount that's relevant to the or relative to the pot.
It was like 7/8
I don't think
of
it
the
was quite
pot.
The whole pot. There's 21.65, 21.650 in the middle. So I think I bet less than pot. I don't know. Did I bet pot? He's deep in the tank. Tick, 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 tick.
Queens!
That's a good hand.
Queens is a good hand.
So
That's
Timothy
one of the hands.
did make the call there.
Yep.
He is up against it big time now. Just 5 big blinds. He's going to be all in here with the suited queen 5, I believe.
You are the button. Blinds are up.
Blinds are 500 and 1,000. And Kevin is certainly going to make the call with ace-6.
We.
Oh, geez.
King and a queen on the flop and a 6.
1 time.
5 on the turn, 2 pair for Timothy.
I need an ace or 6. Come on.
No ace, no 6. So Timothy doubles up. He's still alive. It's all good, I assume, is what his shirt says, and it's all good for Tim there.
I mean, it's okay if one time Timothy does not dominate but wins. We'll take that.
The plan is working. I got short. I got him short.
And
but
we are racing.
I actually hold.
Like Walter White versus Tony Soprano, one of these two hands started with the slight mathematical advantage, and it is 5s that hold. So Timothy Adams doubles up 2 hands in a row.
Yes.
And they're going to be nearly even after that. 25 big blinds.
He's doing a Sorel Mitzi style.
What's going on?
I prefer Gangnam style, but Sorel Mitzi style is pretty good too.
5s too. We just get to the big blind level and just like all in twice. I can't put that.
Yeah, now they're pretty much dead even. 24 big blinds, plays 25 big blinds. Anybody's game. Blinds now 1,000, 2,000.
Did you?
Did you just open fold your big blind?
I don't know. Maybe I did. Jesus. That would be
O2 Brutal
tragic
on
if it
Twitch
was.
says the cube is just
didn't see
missing
a check
Howie
button.
Mandel for a hit ABC show.
Oh,
Maybe that's my new move.
I could
Maybe
blow
it
up a
is.
glove and put it on my
I
head.
really thought that you raised. Wow.
Okay.
Unfamiliarity with the.
Timothy all in, gets a fold from Kevin. AC Quality on Twitch says it's all good in the hood, which I think is what Tim's shirt says. How can you have a shirt that says it's all good in the hood and not have a hood attached to the shirt?
oh.
What
What just happened?
Clothing idea, John.
come
I just folded,
on.
like out of position. Seriously.
You're missing a trick there, designers.
I think I just folded before it was my action.
Oh, you had cards?
I thought it was a dealer button.
You can fold out of turn. The software
Okay,
does
now I'm
allow
dealer
it.
button. Now
It's
I
really
fold.
embarrassing to act
Wow.
out of turn heads up, I think.
Drawing
I mean, there's
format
only one other
skills.
guy.
No penalty
It's either
either.
on you or it's not.
I actually had ace queen when you opened folded the big blind.
I had to read on
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Great
You just
instincts
taught
by
me,
Kevin
like,
MacPhee.
Lick my lips.
Use the force.
Okay. So I raised the button.
I see that. And now I will fold.
We gotta help each other out here. It's the only way we're gonna beat this thing together.
We will defeat the cube.
I think that's a much better approach for them to think about it. You know, the two of them in it together against the cube.
I check.
Okay.
I think Max agrees as long as he can get 9 points out of it. Max is fine with
I'm
it.
sorry if I'm not talking. I'm tense. I can see the 3 points.
I have more deuces.
Timothy does have the chip lead for the first time since way early in this match.
Well, I'm gonna go for a live read and just open fold my king high.
Wow.
I just
Good
I mean, I
fold.
did tell
That
you
was a good
that it was all me.
you just
So,
told me you had it.
Thank you, Boyer88, who says it's all good in the woods is what his shirt says. So then why does... I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one.
I called.
I figured out how to check.
Not a terrible flop for Kevin, although he is behind.
I can only bet 2,400 now, even though the blinds are 1-2. Strange. Okay, I bet.
Whatever, just take it. Let's just get the money all in.
Blinds now 12, 2,400.
Misclicks.
Fewer and fewer big blinds in play. This is starting to get shallower than the pool at Vern Troyer's house.
Well done, sir.
That's a flop.
That is a flop.
We are seeing flops. We are now seeing turns.
Oh.
Very exciting.
Oh my god. All right. I check it.
We are now seeing rivers.
6 makes a straight.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 6 makes it straight. That's right.
Oh, no.
He's inducing a bluff.
You have like 7, 6, 4. Ace 6.
I mean, you can take your time and go through all the hand combinations. Just flip a coin.
But he
sometimes
did
he's
induce
going to
a
have it.
bluff.
Sometimes
By
he isn't.
saying that, I think Adams induced MacPhee to try to pick it up on the river, and of course he's going to call 100% of the time. It's right to think, but he will call in the way he played it. There is no way he's mucking here.
Fold, I think.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Good fold, good fold. I didn't have it. Gotta bluff that river, though.
Okay, I'm not commenting on the hands anymore.
Sloth Ross says Bigfoot is in the woods. It is not all good.
Shoot.
Looks like we may have some chips going to the middle here.
Let's see a flop.
We're going to see a flop. Queen 4 versus 2 8s.
Three
Queen on the flop.
overcards.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, I don't know. Check.
If you say so, then it's you. Doesn't seem like it's you anymore.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I block your semi bluffs.
Kevin
You blocked
back
my
on
semi
top
bluffs,
now.
So, I mean, that's true. I had a queen, so I did not have a semi-bluffing hand. I call.
I check.
Flop poker.
Kevin hits another pair.
Okay, check.
Can't check.
Okay, fold.
Must bet.
Wow, I'm just getting run over.
Must bet.
Run over.
At this point, you got to make a pair, at least. Kevin's been fortunate enough to hit a lot of hands he can just bet and win on the flop.
We're still right there. I mean, 18 to 22 big blinds
See
is.
a flop. We're flop seers.
Yeah, we're seeing flops.
We're seeing flops. I
Both
feel like
players missed this flop they've seen.
With fans.
for the fan. Hi, Dad.
Daddy O Luxac may be watching at home.
All right.
I will take this down.
Stab.
Go team. Can I say go team?
Whatever
Or
it
should I
was.
be?
Got him?
No.
You can say got him.
Got him too.
So you raised.
I did raise.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we gotta see a flop. Gotta keep up with tradition. Action flop.
Pretty actiony flop for Timothy. Not sure how much Kevin will get involved here. Check, check. 5 on the turn.
We're going up in blinds soon.
Oh man, this is ridiculous.
They could make you happy though. Because when you play on the poker table, I don't see people laughing as much
Your
as they
leverage
are.
back on.
No, I like the cube format. I like the fact that I think that, you know, for all the criticisms of standing, I think that standing keeps you energized. I think it makes you more talkative. I think the fact that you're looking face to face to your opponent, you can't look down at it. I mean, you're looking down at your pads, but like, you know, your natural inclination is to look across at your opponent. So I think that it's going to keep people energized and keep the blood flowing. Blinds up, by the way, 1,400, 2,800.
Ooh, this one is a hand that could be a showdown.
Okay, now it'll all go in. Almost all of it.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I have an awesome hand.
Kevin's put almost all of it in, but it looks like Timothy is folding.
Boom.
Poker Guy Rio says it's not got him, it's got him. I don't know if I said that right. I tried.
Oh man.
Don't forget, you can holler at us on Twitch, but also on Twitter, #GPL.
Good fold. Good fold.
Thanks. 3 high.
I can beat that. I can beat 3 high, surprisingly enough.
I think we're going to be hearing the all-in quite a bit in the next few hands.
Limp? Or, okay.
Rip it in.
The chip leader has 20 big blinds.
So you're living in Finland these days?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
Helsinki?
Just outside Helsinki.
Sweet.
But I'm moving, well, we are moving back to, well, we're moving to Canada.
To where?
To Toronto.
To Toronto.
Where I'm from.
Yeah.
Or where I grew up, I guess. It's
It's just like those Finns, always a drain on the Canadian welfare system. Just showing up, living off that free maple syrup allowance, getting all their weird Finnish diseases cured by the Canadian healthcare system.
Great system.
Unbelievable.
yeah,
I bet
we should definitely add that in, the fake fold. You're just like,
Seems
Right.
kind of meta.
That's a good idea, by the way.
The fake fold
The
is
fake
possible,
fold is
Max.
it?
You can do it. If
Oh,
you
you
fold
can, yeah.
one card, the card will reappear. It will not fold your hand. So there is a way to fake fold.
Tim did not hit his 10-9 as hard this time. Looks like Kevin's going to bet jack high. Likely to get a fold.
Fake. Double fake.
you got it. What is happening?
He has limped in.
I call.
Oh, okay. Seems interesting. So you have like 44. We'll just put it all in, I guess. I don't know.
I tried to trap you. Didn't work.
Yeah.
13 big blinds. Come on, Tim.
Gets down to these push
No
shove,
limping.
these push shove matches.
Oh, first time I see that we are ahead pre-flop in a while. Oh, finally we're gonna get some chips back.
Your mother? Oh, he's all in. I see it. I see it. He's all in.
All in. Yes, and I got the fold.
Who raised you? Tim Adams raised you. And my mother.
All right, all right.
Oh, terrible flop for the room emperor.
Really bad.
Check it.
You're-
Friendly game of poker.
You're chicken.
Friendly game of poker.
But we do have some outs. If we can get there.
Quick call.
Nope.
You might be getting trapped. You might be getting trapped.
I might be. Are you talking to yourself or are you talking to me?
You bet. Sorry.
Oh, I did bet. Oh, whoops. I thought I was checking, honestly. I didn't know that I bet that.
Call. I do not believe Kevin MacPhee. Do not believe Kevin MacPhee.
I thought I checked.
There is no way
He's playing off those past sort of glitches that happened. I don't know what happened, bro.
So you bet 8.9 into 20. Oh, wait.
8.9 to 22,430 minus 8.9.
Right.
Seems like. Payoff. Paid off.
Fucking. I mean,
Blinds are up.
you got me. You really got me there. I thought you were being honest.
No, I was trolling you. Come on. Like I'm gonna accidentally bet 89.50.
You're right.
Oh,
You're definitely playing him.
Oh, he's all in. I can't call.
Kevin cannot call.
Sucks. I had a good hand.
We're at that stage.
Alright. Jack 3 suited. It's close.
Senior Showdown this time.
All in.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, this
There is
guy's
a 10.
winning when all the cards go up.
Mitzi Power.
4.
No,
Level
5.
4.
5's just 5.
King would work too.
2 pair.
That's a good one.
King on the river. Adams winning every
Alligator blood.
all-in confrontation so far.
Keep on. Keep
The
on.
Mitzi Power
steering
works.
What do you mean when you keep saying Mitzi Power?
Because he
I
had a
wasn't-
match.
keep in mind I wasn't around for the first part of the season, so.
No. It was the last match that Tim Adams played, and in the first game, he went all in 5 times to win the match, and Sorrel won every time.
I see.
Sometime
He
from
just
behind,
always
sometime
winning the
from
all-in, I
He won
gotcha.
5 all in a row, and then the first time that
Mitzi
he closed.
Power.
So Mitzi Power is the new motto for
I've
our
been looking
team.
every time. And now I want to sweat. Okay. How can I cover him up? I want to peel him back, like Baccarat style.
We're back in front.
Let's get this match to 2K, 4K.
It could get there. Seems like it. I think there's another level in between though, isn't there?
All
All
right.
right.
That's it. We're gonna win in this one.
All right.
Mitzi Power.
Mitzi Power, Adams behind.
No.
Ace on the flop, though. Looks like we're going to have a double up for Kevin MacPhee, which is going to leave Timothy Adams with
I flip chip?
1.8 thousand chips,
I think you covered me.
which is like
I have
15K.
small
0.3
blind
big
in it.
blinds.
No,
really?
four big blind, four big blind. Because he did have more than him, so it looked like he was, but
Tim Adams got 3 big blinds.
yeah, 3 big blinds.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
So we still have a
I had over 40.
about 16% chance of winning.
Well, we got to the 2K, 4K level.
We did.
We accomplished
Ooh,
what we
we
wanted.
even stole this blind.
Very good.
I had a walk? Sweet.
You did.
I had face cards too.
That's a good thing that I walked then.
Finally, another
Okie
double up,
dokie.
easily double up.
All right, well, let's see. It's likely to go all in again. I mean, this is definitely the most number of all-ins and double-ups we've seen in any of these matches so far.
Oh, it's like tank.
Domination. What?
Wow.
Still in
Wow,
this.
it didn't go in.
That was,
Sorry, y'all.
yeah.
Now it goes in.
In this.
There we go.
I'm never gonna die.
I'm never gonna die? I don't know. I got the King Jack of Diamonds.
I'm
The King of
never-
Diamonds.
We are
The King of
racing.
Diamonds likes
Mitzi
me a lot.
Power.
I'm just gonna pair up
Kevin
with
needs
Red
to
Red
hit,
die
and he
on
needs
the
to do it
river.
on the river.
I'm never gonna die.
So Tim Adams doubles up again.
Chips, too.
Alligator blood feels like it's needed in this one.
Wow.
Alinia's asks, Stapes, who's talking in the booth with you? We've got Eric Danis and Max Pescatori, the manager of the Rome Emperors. And
Where the
these
viewing
two are...
thing is obviously awfully close to the call button. That was maybe I shouldn't be waiting to look at my cards, if that's the case.
This is 13 big blinds, plays 11 big blinds.
I did.
Oh, okay. Gonna check this time.
Tim Adams flops the best hand. Pair of sixes, very strong at this stage.
Supposed to be all you.
I think it is. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. But we'll see.
We will see.
And a queen on the turn, so
Shall see.
Adams improves to a different 2-pair.
And a
I might have just
100%
check back aces. I don't know.
strike rate.
But with the way Kevin's playing, I don't think he's going to invest one more chip in this pot.
That's true. It would have been nice to see a 9 on the river, but that's okay. We are happy to take this down.
Quads is good.
Thank you.
So Tim Adams, now the player ahead. Ace-Jack versus Queen-10. We are very likely to see it all go in the middle for the 8,000th time this match.
He might fold the Queen 5 earlier with 4 big blinds,
Can you
so
fold
he could actually fold here.
Queen-10 with 10 big blinds? Can you do it? If you're behind, you're probably live.
No, not exactly. Without that range just though.
The Jack 10, the Queen 9, all calls.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm supposed to call. Yeah, I'm gonna call, I guess. God. This guy's got alligator blood, though. I'm just gonna
Oh, okay. See?
Kevin calls.
queen 10. I'm gonna
King
lose
high
all
flop.
all-ins, except for
Kevin needs to hit a queen or a 10. There's the
there it
queen
is.
on the turn.
there it is.
Could hit a 10.
Oh wow! You just reversed this.
Kevin doubles up.
The reverse
Goonies
G.
never say die, and neither do these two guys. I mean, they could certainly.
It's my fault. I didn't say Mitzi power. Mitzi power.
All right. Just run him.
All right, I have to call. I have no chips.
Oh my gosh, dominating. And yeah,
I'm not
this
gonna
guy
die. There.
does not die, ever.
Ooh, 3.
Wow.
Queen. Okay. I thought the queen was coming on the turn.
So now Timothy Adams doubles up.
You're still short, though. You still have
The
60
short
points.
stack
We're gonna get
has
to
never
5K this
failed
point
to
pretty
double up so far in this match.
This match is
At least like
Eric,
9-0.
We're gonna
something
need.
like
I
that.
know that you probably can't do it right now. But we're gonna need some stats on this match and how many all-ins there are and how many times the short stack doubled up.
I must cancel my Tinder date then, Joe.
Yeah, get
because
out
I
of
have
there.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you
I mean,
when
maybe.
you shove,
Hey, maybe
the call
she'll be
button
into
pops
it,
up
and
like
you'll like you can get married.
That would be love, to
Right?
be honest. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably
Seeking French-speaking boy with gravelly voice who loves poker stats.
I have the
Big
nuts.
spreadsheets, Ken.
Ace King
Wow,
ahead.
How many times can I get you all in for the win? How many times has it been?
Kevin needs a jack or a 4, otherwise Tim's gonna double up again.
Oh,
No, it's a 4 on the river. Finally puts Timothy Adams to bed like an unruly child. He just refused.
Play another one? I don't know.
Tell me
do it.
another
I think
story,
it's great.
Daddy. Not today. Kevin MacPhee, the winner of the first match, the first game, I should say, and it was a rubber match. I mean, things just went back and forth. Like, I was sweating so hard I had to take my jacket off during that thing. I mean, we have not seen anything like this so far in the Summer Series. Now, granted, it's only heat number 1. It's only day number 5. But, man, that was pretty fun to watch. And what are you going to do? Like, the blinds are super high. There's really nothing else that can be done. Max, how did you feel about your player's performance?
Well, he always starts slow in the matches, but actually I liked how Kevin played, and they look like they have a. Sometimes you have players that you can have like an edge because not because maybe you're better. They might be similar, but it looks like Kevin is very comfortable against him, and he probably deserved the win. Objectively, he did. So.
Well,
It's okay.
that's a very cool, nice thing to say about.
we
hey,
have to be
fair,
sporty,
I should
no?
say. Yeah, hey, that's right. We're sportifying poker. Eric, your thoughts?
Yeah, both players played great. According to my little knowledge of poker, I thought really both players had a great game.
No, right. I
Yeah.
didn't. But since I'm so used to seeing Tim dominated the opponent,
Right.
this time I didn't see that.
That's true. Yeah.
Then because he was just the cards kind of decided,
Yep.
and it's okay that Kevin won. And for one time, I don't feel horrible. I just feel like it just happened.
Max, do you feel the urge to get down there and give any advice to your horse out there?
Well, why not? If I can, that would be.
What would you
cool to
say,
do.
though?
I would say, well, if he loses the next match, we might.
You're
not
off
have
the team.
Yeah, no.
Would you tell him to win the flips, maybe? Win your flips, and then everything would have been fine.
What I'm gonna say is we're gonna move the franchise to Milan. So because clearly Rome cannot win. So we'll have one of those expensive franchise moves.
Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money, Max. Bet on those horses, Max. It's going to cost you a lot.
That's true.
Una Locura on Twitch says, "Are the glasses necessary, Max? What are you, bluffing or something? You
No,
guys,
but I'm
look at 'em.
crying. I'm crying, and so because of the loss, and so
I thought you could just make him feel bad and pretend like you were blind and just sort of shuffle off the screen. That'll teach you to make fun of a guy's sunglasses. So yeah, pretty crazy match we just saw right there. Everything got super short by the end to the point where everyone was just all in, back and forth. Only one time, obviously, did the short stack not double up, and that is when Kevin MacPhee finally binked that 4 on the last hand we saw. Otherwise, Goonies would just not say die there, and that's I'm a big Goonies fan. So let's say, hey, you guys, to Timothy Adams and Kevin MacPhee right now on the floor with Laura Cornelius.
Thank you, Joe and Eric. Congratulations, Kevin MacPhee, taking one down, 3 points for the New York Rounders. But I didn't know who that was going to be.
Yeah, it was a really long match and just went back and forth quite a bit. And I had him up against the ropes all in quite a few times. And, just sometimes it just takes the Jack 4 suit beating Ace King,
It does indeed.
Felt like it was the nuts.
At the beginning, we were calling you the Sora Mitsu because it kind of was reiterating what happened to you in the last heads-up match.
Yeah, exactly. I just wouldn't die that match. And I thought I was going to win the last one, too. I was like, I'm just going to win my all-ins, and that's it. Because he was winning all the other pots, like the main pots, so, yeah.
Was there an added pressure having your manager in the commentary booth? Obviously, you can't hear him.
A little. I mean, I want to do it for Max. I want to do it for myself, the team, and Max. But especially Max. So yeah, I want to win the next two for sure.
Right. Well, that was a very long first match.
Yeah, we almost got to the 5K big blind, so pretty long. Yeah.
What can we expect from this next one? You're used to the software, how it all works now. You're used to how the cube feels, the heat of it.
You'll see a little bit more metagaming, maybe some fake folds, maybe a little more trolling.
Yes.
That seems to be the way the format should go. So I think you'll see another long match, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I think you'll see another long match.
Rome Emperors really need some points. You're going to take some back now?
Well, let's hope so. Let's go find out, I guess. Yeah.
All right, well, these guys will be playing in the cube very shortly. Tim Adams wants to win 3 points back. Of course, we already have 3 points for the New York Rounders. We will be back for game 2 in the cube and back to the boys at the desk after this quick break.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favourite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Body's moving slow. 'Cause this love is all night. Moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
Welcome back to the GPL Summer Series. Joe Stapleton, Max Pescatore, Eric Danis over there. I just want to welcome back Poker Guy Rio to the Twitch chat. He said he made a really bad call in this cash game, was looking for a 10-minute timeout. I was happy to oblige him. He's back with us now. I hope he's learned his lesson. Eric, as far as points are concerned, so we saw 3 points in that first game.
Right.
Go to the New York Rounders. I think, even though we know that the Italian Stallions over here at the bottom of the barrel, the New York Rounders are not in the top half of their division either, but if they win one more of these games, they will move up into, what is it, 4th place?
Yeah, they'd be up to third, actually.
To
They're
third from
right
fourth
now.
place.
Yeah, they can go to move up where Sao Paulo took their position yesterday. This could all change again today with another game victory from Kevin MacPhee. Also distancing themselves from the San Francisco Rush. The lead now is 15 on a playoff spot. Still not that comfortable with so many points on the line, but better than being in poor Rome's position, and I hate to do that to my buddy Max, but yeah.
I don't think you hate it that much, actually.
I do.
You seem perfectly okay with it.
I do. I have tons of respect for Max Pescatore, one of my favorites in the game. So I really do feel bad to see that team there. But there's still a lot of poker left, Max, in the second half of this season. So not over yet, sir.
Oh my God, you're already looking for the second half of the season? I mean, you've already been like, yeah, it's cool. Just get back out there in the second half. Everything will be fine.
Well, let's hope in the second half of the match. Let's start with that one. Then,
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, then we'll think about the
Well, it's more of a hockey structure we have here. It's 3 periods. There's no second half here, but we do have games, So the whole thing is a match. It's something I'm trying to learn myself, by the way, just to re-educate everyone on the whole system here. Today's entire thing is a match. 3 games are being played within that match for 3 points apiece. We just saw 3 of those points go to Kevin MacPhee. 6 of them are still up for grabs, and Max Pescatore and his Rome Emperors are really hoping to get at least 3 of those because you guys have not been on the board for a while. Am I right?
We haven't. We only won 3 matches all year, which is much less than what we deserved. But sometimes just cards are not. They don't fall your
I
way.
mean, I
so-
would have expected that had you picked only Italian players, but with a couple of non-Italian players, you would have thought that guys like Timothy Adams could help carry the team a little bit. But he's playing like a true Italian. Or his results are, at least. Sorry about that, guys. It used to be funny. You used to be able to make Italy the butt of the joke, but
Not
then
anymore.
they come through when the Global Poker Masters
That's right,
happened. They came
yeah.
on that. Now Mustafa Kanat wins everything. So that joke is totally gone for me. I'm trying to squeeze the last few drops out of it. Just a couple of more drops of marinara out of my Italian sucker poker joke. Okay, that's all.
Come on, Italy. I mean, we came a long way. I know that Italians around, we kind of, because what happened was we were not prepared. Hold'em, when it happened, Italy was not prepared for it. We tried to, teach the players, but the point is a little bit like France. People think they know, and so they want to play first and then look later and study later.
I mean, it's not the worst approach. At least
No,
they're playing.
it isn't, because they love it. I mean, we were at one point, Italy made like the second or third most rake online of the whole world, and so it was a fantastic love for the game.
Italy loves its poker the way Italians love their mamas. They are real into it. Guess who else loves it? Tim Adams and Kevin MacPhee. They're back in the cube. Let's do this.
200, 400.
That's right. Blinds
here we
back
go.
at 200, 400. Everything's been reset. 125 big blinds apiece. That's 50,000 in chips. Tim Adams starting on the button. Hand number 1. Game number 2.
Hip it up, Timmy. What is that cheese dick shit? Oh. I mean,
I love it.
that, bro?
That's Parmesan cheese. Thank you. Or some Pecorino Romano.
I think I made up for all your cursing earlier.
Yeah.
You guys can curse. Go ahead. I can even curse a
allowed.
little. I can do it a little in this league. I said the S word yesterday, and nobody said a word to me. Max is trying to think about what the S word could possibly mean.
No, but I was stunned that we actually caught a king on the turn, and maybe we'll have a nice lead. Come on, put pressure. A nice 6,000 bet.
Fairly tight check.
No.
And
Must mean I'm losing. Okay. Alrighty then. That's a cheese. The cheese grommet.
Your boy's got a chip lead, Max, so you better savor it now.
We're gonna make 3-4s here in the turn. I have a feeling.
Check twice?
check twice.
Check twice. Okay. Then. Whoa. Little misclick almost. Guess we'll just do that.
Don't believe him.
Don't believe his lies.
Okie dokie.
That's tattooed on Max's chest, like in Memento.
Memento, yeah.
It's the check twice. Delayed check.
How many times you watch Memento?
Very interesting.
Only twice, but it was a long time ago.
I watched it like 12 times when I didn't speak English in English. Because
Is that how you learned English?
Yeah, kind of like Memento, yeah.
Calls.
You know all about Sammy Jenkins?
But for twice, you remember the name of
And he calls.
one of the big characters.
Kevin MacPhee is going to win this at Showdown. Is Timothy going to bluff his no Showdown value hand of 6 high? No, 4 pair
Yes,
fours.
4 pair fours.
Excuse
so
me.
He could actually check it.
He does check, and he
does.
does take the Showdown value. That's the whole difference there between a pair and a not pair.
I win.
Let's see though if he calls.
Okay, that was not.
No, I don't think so.
That was not getting through.
Got him with the check back flop.
You got me.
Kevin MacPhee with a very playable hand. Doesn't flop much, though.
If we lose this match, we'll come out with a book, the Rome Emperor's Barbecue Book.
A cookbook?
Yeah, meaning like we're cooked, but we can cook.
I mean, nobody
All right.
is
Nice
ever
hand,
going
bro.
to challenge the Italians on food.
That's
so
true.
just
Best hand
stick
low.
to what you know.
I was about to check raise. I had all the backdoor barrel cards.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I don't know, you're gonna get
Blinds up, we like that. So it's like 4 minutes
with the old French crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that.
Oh,
I
right.
don't know if
I
you're
didn't
gonna
go there.
see
I
you
didn't go there.
in the next show.
I don't have some of the biggest French fans, to be honest, already.
Really?
What's weird is I'm half French. My mother's FOB, fresh off the boat. Literally
true?
got to America on a boat from France in the 50s.
Half pot.
They love you now.
The pot.
You're a half pot.
You're a half pot. No, you are.
No, you're a half pot. Be careful, I picked up tons of outs.
I believe it.
Timothy already had tons of outs.
We need a nice ace of club on the river. Because I doubt like
No more half pot.
MacPhee will raise.
No more half pot?
Gotta make you, gotta charge you.
Charge me. Okay. I have been charged.
That's okay, we'll take that.
You have been
3,
charged.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's a straight.
That is a straight against top pair. Wish you get paid finally. And take a nice lead. Look how MacPhee is actually studying Tim while he's betting.
That is half pot.
Wow,
Wow, nice fold.
Nice fold.
I think you had all the outs and I actually had the made hand.
Hell of a fold, Kevin MacPhee. Nice job,
Yep.
buddy.
Very nice fold, Kevin.
But it was no good, I don't think. Maybe you bluffed me. This would be crazy.
So you raised.
That's right. I raised you. I raised you. And you
Deja
called.
vu?
And
What?
I...
A nice deja vu? An 8 on the river?
Deja
Make it
vu.
straight?
Actually.
Stick to the Italian words, I think.
Oui. Check. Ooh, quick bet. Thinking about min raising, but muck it.
Thinking about min racing, but
Discipline from Tim. Doesn't chase.
Raise. We should play a game where we have to tell at least one of our cards and be truthful.
Okay, I have the ace of spades.
Not now.
Oh, whoops. I wasn't being truthful. Maybe I was. I don't know. Wait, what happened? Did I bet? I thought I checked.
Oh my! I'm not falling for this again. You actually got me last time. I was like,
Oh, man.
when you're like, wow, I really didn't mean to bet. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
What? You bet half pot or something? Or wait, no, yeah, half pot.
third of a pot bet by MacPhee will get called.
You do have a pair.
And it's good.
It is good. I blockered into the reverse value. Triple reverse value. Fakey. Blinds are out.
Blinds are. What happened?
I think you won. You won.
I was trying to free bet.
You won.
What happened there?
Bryn Kenny in the chat saying, let's go, Kevin. So we got both coaches watching, both the managers. Max here in attendance, Bryn Kenny watching at home or wherever he happens to be.
He's at Aria with another 25K tonight.
Uh-oh.
I will give you
this is-
100 to 1. He's not wearing a tuxedo. You can bet any time, any amount.
I will not take that bet, sir.
The check back is always then open for a bet.
I know. I fired
That's a
like
really
100%
bad
of the
spot
time to check back.
for
That's
us.
Great. Exactly.
This
It really is.
Let's see if Adams can find a fold on the river.
Well, I guess we probably go for some value.
I mean, looking at their hands, Adams is in a bad spot. He doesn't have a super strong hand based on this board texture, I don't think. But Kevin's made a
Cannot call.
fairly small bet, and Tim still gets away
Maybe
from
I
it.
was bad.
Yes, nice fold, Tim.
Let you try to roll that.
He's more focused. If you look, he's, smiling less. The point is that MacPhee is very comfortable. But Tim now, he's more concentrate, like
Half pot.
Ace high still good for now.
yeah, with a nice gut shot too, which is always a plus.
Welcome back to the Red Snowstorm on Twitch, who tried watching the GPL without sound, but he just couldn't do it. Bryn Kenny is at the Cosmo, but he's waiting for another 25K at the Aria.
Reasonable.
Well, that's insider knowledge.
Be a queen.
Can't stew hungry you.
Could be a queen.
Henchman77 says hosts are throwing shade on Bryn. Don't think so. Don't think we were doing that at all. I like when people try to create controversy. Also, I can't imagine Bryn giving a shit about what we say about him on this broadcast.
But like, Bryn has his own style. I mean,
Right.
And as the New York Rounders team manager, guys like Max, more classy gentlemen is what we're looking for, and ladies, of course, for the teams. But to be honest, Joe, when we were discussing the New York Rounders, Bryn Kenny was exactly the guy we wanted managing that team. Someone with style, with substance, that doesn't give a crap, like you just said.
It is a style. Kevin MacPhee 3-betting this before the flop. Adams peeled. Only caught one heart. Not much else to get excited about here. Kevin continuing.
This makes no sense. You must acquit. Chewbacca's a Wookiee.
Whatever, just take it.
Oh my gosh, can I show you him?
We're so glad that we didn't get a queen or a 10 this time.
How big that hand that was.
Pretty good that Timothy missed there.
Yes.
Hand eyes on the call.
Pocket pair versus paint.
Did you raise?
I did raise.
Thank you.
I did raise.
Kevin MacPhee flops
Oh my
pretty
gosh, and I
big
just
here.
flopped it just like that.
Pretty
Pair five.
good.
What are you gonna do?
I guess you did see that shot.
Oh,
Brilliance.
check it.
Chicken. I'm a chicken.
Never a joy.
Check, 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 check.
I did fire a little bit then the flop MacPhee. Like
Oh, okay.
1500 or 1600.
Sorry,
he
I
got
missed,
called by
missed the
Adams.
flop bet. Check, check on the turn.
But then it was a sneaky check on the turn, a smart sneaky, and in fact now he goes for the raise. As it's hard to believe him, but Tim could pick up on the fact
That's a
that
weird one, huh? That's strange. What's this guy doing?
Okay.
Did you wait? You raised?
No, none of this. None of this. What is happening? What is happening? You would always bet. 6, 8.
So you're saying you can't beat 6-8?
I like this play
No,
a
I
lot
was
by
saying-
MacPhee. I actually am gonna write it down on my book, and we'll do it in the future.
In your cookbook? How to make a nice
How I-
bolognese and
no,
not
how I
hero
cook
this
my
river?
opponents.
Oh,
I'm going to cook you like a Villa Parmesan. Adams makes the right fold.
Nice fold, Adams. It was a tough spot.
it's a great fold.
Just such a random bluff. If you just made a random bluff, well done.
Not a random bluff. Good fold.
You'd have to have some heart. So,
I had a heart. You would always bet the turn of 6-8. Anyway, so my hand is irrelevant.
This is something that people don't even think about in that spot. That he's thinking his opponent will actually bet every single time with 6-8 is something that not a normal player, not even a good player thinks. But Tim is on that level,
Right?
And he actually, found the fold even if he didn't have 6-8, so which is great because he just spotted something, So the way MacPhee is comfortable is trying to not trash talk him, but pretending there is glitches and things like that.
Yeah.
He might have picked up on it, and that's, it's so important in this.
I like
in this
folding
format.
there just because when you fold and you're wrong, you feel less dumb than when you call and you're wrong.
You're right. Very well said.
Like it's just dumb equity.
Yeah,
It's
but you don't-
embarrassment equity.
You don't have to think what the public is gonna
Oh
think
no,
of
yes
your
you do.
hand.
Yes, you should
Yeah,
do.
you do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Joe and I do all the time.
We have to.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. So, Tim's draw bricks, left with 8 high in the river. Kevin pairs his ace, already had the best hand. And it looks like Tim may be contemplating
who will
a bet
bet?
here, and it should be just a pretty easy just call
Yeah.
for Kevin, who's semi-slow rolling here.
No, but it's fair to think about it. But of course, you can never fold the way the hand went.
I don't beat a 4.
I just clicked half pot.
I don't beat a 4. I feel like you have a 4, but I don't think I can fold.
Ooh. What did you river?
I rivered an ace.
Oh.
Whoops, there's the call. Oh, it's an ace.
It went, oh. There is no way you're folding.
6, I can beat that. I can beat that. He got to the river with 8 high. He has to bluff. Got to read now.
Just rivered the ace.
So Kevin MacPhee on top, 60K plays 36K. You can see at the chip-o-meter down there, it's 62 big blinds against 37 big blinds.
Science and technology.
Blinds now 500, 1,000. Last match went, what, 50 hands?
I made sure I can get that smaller big blind.
Wow, you're on that level?
No, the last match went 70 hands.
70 hands.
All of them were flips, coin flips.
70 hands, 68 coin flips, 2 glitches.
That's right.
Check.
He's chicken.
Muck it.
Who are you calling chicken?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Muck it. I'm just waiting until the blinds get big.
Okay.
Interesting approach.
3.5 more minutes, and we'll go up. And we can
I
start
like
getting it
this
in.
suggestion from the Red Snowstorm, and unlike suggestions
I
of
better start
filling the
playing
cube with
fast
water
to
and
get
letting
him
the
out of
players
his
fight to the death, this one hasn't been said before. Can you put a couch in the
running it
cube so
all in
people can sit
over
there
and
when
over
they
again.
slow roll? I love it. Like a thinking seat. Or is it?
No, Sean Deeb is not in the league.
Okay, check.
I'm chicken.
You have a pair of 6s?
Unilocura says MacPhee is way better in trash talk than Timothy for sure. I think Tim's just like slow playing his trash talk game and wait, he's like sort of playing defense right now, just waiting to land the haymaker.
He's also Canadian. That is illegal to do
All right, that's
in
true.
my country.
It's been bred out of your people.
That's right. Missing out on value on the flop. So bad.
4 deuce offsuit.
Going south in this one too.
That. 3-bet was coming.
Blinds now 6 and 1,200.
Yeah.
Matches.
32% of the chips in play.
Always playing catch up.
Just a reminder that MacPhee has well over $12 million in combined tournament earnings online and
That's
live.
sick.
Check it.
No chicken.
Is he talking about your cookbook, or is there not going to be no chicken piccata, no chicken marsala, none of that?
Those are American dishes. They're not
Chicken
Italian.
parmesan?
No, it doesn't exist in Italy, chicken parmesan.
Well, you guys should think about adding it because it's delicious.
Like fettuccine alfredo is not something that you will ever find in Italy.
What won't you find in Italy?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
There's no fettuccine alfredo. Well,
No,
you know
it
what?
doesn't exist. Alfredo was an American
Oh,
that,
man, he had
you
good-
know.
he had good. Oh, did he do the fake thing? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, that would have been a good time for the fake thing.
So tight. Just like whatever, just take it. I don't know.
Next thing you're going to tell me is that mozzarella sticks aren't Italian.
Of course they're not.
Are you? You should claim these are some of the best foods in history.
Because you didn't try like mozzarella in carrozza.
Jalapeno poppers. Now don't ruin these for me.
Yeah, those are Mexican, right? That cannot be Italian. Jalapeno poppers. We don't have jalapenos in Italy.
Another tight fold on 7 high.
They have them in Malta, Max. They have them in Malta.
Malta is weird though. Malta is everything in one place.
Yeah.
It's super bizarre.
Agreed.
English plugs driving on the right side of the road.
On the wrong
side of the road,
yeah.
but it's like sort of Italian, sort of
Yeah.
African,
Absolutely.
sort of British.
That's right.
Bizarre
Very
place,
melting pot.
and everyone speaks English like they're Americans.
Right.
Everyone's got like the American sense of humor and pop culture. Really bizarre place. I liked it though.
Right, at the end, you enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place.
GL.
Let's see what happened here. You
I checked raise to 61.
to 61. Okay,
GL.
that seems fair.
Kevin MacPhee not falling for
finally.
it, but Timothy Adams catches good on the turn, and this hand's gonna be fairly disguised, I would think.
Which means, I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm gonna bet again.
Okay.
That's big.
That's a pop.
That
Pot-size
is
bet.
it's like a 4, 5, 7, 5, 7 9 sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what he has. Call him, please.
Pot size bet.
Please call him.
None of this half pot stuff. 1/3. It's time to
When
put
you're
the pressure on.
playing, you have 18-4. Wow.
So many
You're all
draws.
in, huh?
So many draws. 10-9, double gutter. 9-7, open ender. 5-7, 5-4.
Yeah, so many. Feels like a lot.
Kevin gets
Feels like a
away
lot of
from it.
bucks. Whatever.
Good fold, unfortunately.
Make a hero fold.
Not a great hand.
You had ace high.
No, I had weak 6.
Oui. I'm playing against a pro. I must.
Kevin
remind
MacPhee flopped here like a pro. Top pair and a flush
That's
draw.
what they call
See you at the river.
That was just some MTT dunk.
Just
See,
some guy.
I'm checking, and you're checking, and no more free cards.
So
Maybe
what
some.
does Timothy need here?
Maybe-
The offsuit
Nice
ace?
fold this.
Go back in time, check.
Fold it very quickly. It's-
Having these, you know. Give me some like exciting hands to play. Like this one.
Walk it out.
7 deuce.
Oh, I just gave you walk a 7 deuce?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was trying to show it.
You're terrible, Kevin. You're the worst ever. Don't give him a walk with 7 deuce. It's the worst hand in poker.
He's been really aggressive towards limps.
Dude, I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Start doing some commentary.
I love a smiley Kevin
I'm
MacPhee.
gonna check it here because when I check, he likes to
Warms
bet.
my cockles.
Sometimes I like raise, sometimes I fold.
When he checks here, I'm going to stab pretty wide, but I'm also going to have the overall range advantage, maybe a little, by a little.
Timothy, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
He even knows. Something.
With this hand, I'm going to fold because it's 7-3 offsuit, and I think it's just a good fold.
Good fold. Good fold. That's why he's a pro.
I did teach him that.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to take credit.
Here, I'm gonna
7-3
keep
offsuit.
limping, and hopefully we
Don't
can trap
play.
him eventually. But okay, this is not a trap. We're gonna fold.
Hopefully we can trap him and fold. Eventually.
All right, and we continue. He raises.
He will cut this time, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just
I don't
gonna-
know. I don't know because on 19 blinds now, I didn't notice that we actually are.
There's a deuce in there.
Yeah,
Could
kind
have
of
had the
shallow.
same suit
So.
as you. It's possible. Plausible. Intact.
We're gonna actually keep on folding. This one's the 4-3 offsuit. It's a
Wow.
It's a
You're
good
getting the
fold.
strong button hands right now, huh? Let's see, you have under 30K now? No, I'm on the button.
20. Yeah.
We'll see Adams quiet down here for sure.
So how many blinds do I have?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you, this is a play I like to make with some trash hands and some good hands.
That's good.
It's a it's a polarizing
Right.
race.
You're really thinking through the process, which I like. It's good.
Blinds at 8 and 1600 now.
Now we're going to mix it up and throw in this. He's going to think that we're going to be trying to trap like a strong hand.
I think you need to work on your upward inflection a little bit more. You need to do like the jerk voice. Like, I think we're just like in a trap here. You know, it's like a little bit of a trap. Like always get really high with the pitch.
Sure. Oh,
Yeah. Assassinado's like that too, the upward inflection.
Who's that?
Alex Fitzgerald.
Oh, I haven't heard of his stuff. Like I know who he is, but
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. He always does the upward inflection when he's explaining things. We have the top of our range here. Oh my gosh. Let me just see if I had a spade or not.
this is definitely a board that favors me, and
It
because
does,
of that,
and it does.
we can just bet the minimum.
Bet the minimum.
The minimum, that's my trademark. I don't know why. I always say the minimum instead when I open.
You say the words the minimum.
The minimum when I'm opening up because so you cannot make a mistake of opening the maximum, which
Right.
is sometime it can happen, and I've seen it.
Pocket aces.
Try to trap him here and do a nice little limp in. Oh, he's in the tank. Oh, and he checks. We are going to again keep stabbing. Just a little stab.
I'm just getting stabbed to death.
Ouch.
Like the red wedding in here.
We didn't
And
get
we
lucky
tipped
to
up.
spike a
We're
9
back
or
in
an
it.
8 that time.
Second chance. So he has min raised. This is what I like to call in their face.
In their face.
Right in their face.
Wow, it's so messed up. The view button's right next to call. Okay, let me make sure I had.
Looks like we may get into a similar situation where the blinds just get so high that we're going to see a lot of all-in pre-flop confrontations.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
do whatever you want, man. You started talking, you started winning, so it seems to be working. It's hard to make a pair.
It's hard to make a
He
pair.
just limps button min bets in his enemy with limp button min bet.
Walk it out.
Walk it out. Walk it out. Southside, walk it out.
We're going in for a raise.
Well, MacPhee should move on in.
You did raise.
2 jacks
raise.
is too
I did.
difficult to just call in this.
Well, he's been
spots.
limping all the time. He certainly.
I think Kevin's one of the only players I've seen actually use that keypad. Most of them use the slider bar or the predetermined bet amounts.
So I should call instead, I guess.
Don't try to chop ace queen free. Okay, we're gonna see a flop. Check it.
Easy checking.
Stir Fry on Twitch asks, have the players said anything themselves about standing? I've never seen poker as a real standing type game. For the most part, I think the players like standing. I think that they recognize that poker is maybe ready for a little bit of a change. They shake things up a little bit. For the folks that come in and say that they don't like to see players standing, I don't really understand it, to be honest, because to me it's just one of those, like, we fear change.
Right.
It's different than what we're used to. We don't like this because I don't see any reason, like, what. At best, it's the same as sitting, or at worst, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't show up and be like, what? They're standing, no! Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, everyone in audio.
Okay. Wait, what?
Raise.
I mean, I never noticed
Double
that
thumb folder.
actually in offices there is people that actually like working standing, and I did notice it. You know, I went to Oregon because I'm collaborating with a company, video game company, and I went there, and I can tell you, 1/3 of the desk were higher. They had a high chair, and most of the people were actually working on computer by standing, which it was.
Sitting is killing us.
Yeah, it
I
was
have it standing as at
strange,
home, yeah, absolutely.
but it is something I didn't think about it before. So the concept of doing it in poker, it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, here is electronic, but if you had a table, a top table high,
Pretty sure I lost my bet there.
I think it would work well too, especially in a heads-up format. So, I mean, I don't see it as a bad thing, and I see it as a good
No, I can't call. But
new thing of the game.
jam there. Okay.
Sox fan 5240 says, I can see people having a lot more tells when standing based on posture like swaying, etc. I agree with that. I think that adds a whole new dynamic to it. Look where Tim Adams' foot is. Look the way Kevin MacPhee is shuffling around.
Yep.
It's a lot harder to keep still, to keep your movements all to yourself. When you're sitting down, half your body's hidden.
I don't know when. I don't know how.
Also, your height is hidden.
Check it.
Is that a request? Do you want me to check it?
It was, yeah, I was saying check it.
D-Boy says, no one cares that they're standing other than the fact that it just seems unnatural. Just not sure how playing in the same room on iPads is innovative.
Good for us.
How would playing in the same room with cards be innovative? It wouldn't be.
Check it. 9?
And there's no air in that cube. That should be mentioned. It's pretty
Got
tough.
that one bet.
Wow. Did get the one bet that he wasn't supposed to.
Got the one bet in.
Goes to 50-50. So it's...
And we are down to the chip leader having 22 big blinds.
See, I've seen Tim raising sometimes in situation like this in previous matches and taking down a pot. And you see he does it again, which is brilliant. And it's really hard to defend when someone does that. So the aggressor bets, Tim makes a raise, and that's what happened in this spot. And now MacPhee cannot do that. It's very hard to 3-bet in that spot because would you 3-bet if you have trips? No. Would you 3-bet if you had a jack? It was difficult because
nobody
you
has
can
the
have
stat
trip.
to really like
So it's
to
perfect.
float and then mess around beyond that.
Exactly. And so it was a good play to bring back the match to exact even.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. It's like it's like in Temple, right?
Of course, if he does it this time, it's going to be a little bit different.
It is, right?
Check out Kevin's bet here. He's got the full house with 8-3, and he's got
Wow, he didn't stab
a 3 and an 8 in his bet.
Then he snapped fold. This is very
I was more thinking about GoldenEye.
We started talking about GoldenEye. I should have just stayed quiet. What was I thinking? I played too much GoldenEye.
Joe, quick reminder, tomorrow is doubleheader Sunday at the GPL.
Complex
Jonathan Little, Las Vegas versus George Danzer of the Paris Aviators, followed by Marc-Andre Ladouceur, who's on the plane right now just to come to play his GPL match against Igor Yaroshevsky of Moscow.
Wait, you're saying there are 2 matches tomorrow?
2 for the price of 1.
And what do people pay to watch this? Like $100?
$0.
Wait, what?
$0. Zero.
That's kooky talk. That's crazy. It's
pretty cool.
Well, this is a business model that cannot be sustained. I don't know if anyone has looked into that, but that cube wasn't free.
No, that cube cost a lot of money. We do thank Bill Perkins for buying 5 of them.
Oh, thank you, Billy.
Yep.
Here comes some amount of 3-bet.
Alianos says, MacPhee has a good sense of humor. I agree. I think he's a very funny dude.
Yeah.
Stir Fry appreciates us being active with the chat.
Good luck.
Getting the 9-7.
Absolutely. Seems a nice guy and a very good sense of humor, which is perfect for this format.
Okay.
So see, if he loses today, he loses today, he might get dropped by the rounders because he will have 3 points out of 3 matches.
The transfer window will open.
And you
Max.
never know that the Roman Emperor will pick him up.
That's very good.
All he did is
At first, I thought the Rome Emperors were going to be Augustus, but they're really more like, Caligula?
Augustus, like the
good
Augustus
one.
Masters.
No, Augustus the Emperor. Come on, man. Augustus Caesar, one of the good ones.
Augusto.
Turns out they're like Nero, just watching it burn.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Adams picked the wrong time to 3-bet 7 tray suited. He's got to get rid of that, and that is going to really put him in the danger zone. Blinds now at 1,400, 2,800. Hand number 59. 15 big blinds for Timothy Adams. We've yet to see an all-in and a call, though, this time around. We had about 20 at this point in the last game.
4K big blind every match.
42% of chips we have, and
Play much the Millionaire Maker anyways.
Yeah.
so still a very
Not like we got anything to do.
difficult match to predict.
All right. Let's just pile this in there. Hope for the best.
Over 130 hands already played today. It's quite a long match.
He likes raising.
Do they get paid by every hand they play, or
They do not.
Oh, okay, good, because I did win a match in 3 hands.
There is an hourly compensation, though.
That is true. They do get paid, yes, per hour.
3,
Check it
4,
over to
6,
him again.
7. 3 clubs. King on the river does not make anybody's hand.
We're gonna check one more time.
Oh. Oh, that would be so great to call with queen high in this spot.
He's afraid of getting raised though.
He does it. Too difficult.
More afraid of getting called, I guess.
CC200 says, go MacPhee, burn that Italian pizza. You gonna claim that's not an Italian food either, pizza? Stuffed crust with mozzarella?
Be honest.
Stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust pizza.
No, it doesn't
Look,
exist.
I went to Naples, and I'm pretty sure that I saw the original stuffed crust pizza.
No, it was not. Plus, Naples, I mean, people from Naples are so crazy about their pizza that there is no other pizza but their pizza. So you know, they claim the people outside there.
I was mistaken. It was the hot dog crust pizza that I had in Naples.
No, they're very proud of their product. So their coffee is the only coffee that is good. Their pizza is the only pizza that they're good. Their soccer team is the only soccer team that is good.
I'm gonna.
And their Jack Deuce suited is the only. Oh,
Yes.
that hand not good.
Bad.
One time. Can we have a cooler in our favor?
You're gonna need more than one cooler because even a double up will not put this match away for
Yeah,
Timothy
but
Adams.
38 to 50, it's kind of, 58. We are 40-60, still will make 80% in our favor. So I'll take my chances with 80% of the chips. Although Tim Adams did lose probably the most lopsided match where he was 11-1 against Bonomo.
Right.
And he ended up losing the match.
Min bet. Yes.
John Newcomb says, Joe, give Max a hard time about spaghetti and Marco Polo.
Is it bad if I raise without looking at my hand? Because I think I did that time.
It's probably working.
I'll just look after I raise.
Kevin MacPhee with suited paint. Leaning on Timothy Adams.
I don't want the sound effect tricking me this time, so I didn't go all the way in.
Yes.
Big X says, look at them switch legs, so tired. Should have never skipped leg day.
Come on, give us some exciting hands.
1,600, 3,200.
No more of this.
This butt limping and walking all the time?
Yeah.
That's right, you said you want the blinds to get big, bro. I'm just trying to help you out. We're almost there.
We're down to
At
a
that time.
2-1 chip lead for
Ooh, I like this.
MacPhee. But this time we're gonna gain some chip back, hopefully.
Still 2 more cards to come, Maxie.
It depends. He might raise right away because of the blind situation. It's too important to get this pot down and in the roam corner.
All right, we're gonna throw this in here.
No respect, no respect.
We don't.
No regard either.
Yeah, so he did that.
Henchman77 on Twitch says, Stapes, can I ask a question? Yes, thank you for your question.
We're happy with it.
What about the second one?
Well, he did. We're all set there.
Check it.
I like MC Edger's comment here. He says, would be great to see a Twitch chat team next year, see if they can walk the walk.
That would be phenomenal.
That would be
actually.
amazing.
Yeah.
Some of these people would see sunlight for the first time in a very long time.
Set it in the trap one of these days.
We'd have to get some of their parents to drop them off here, I assume.
Sign the waivers.
That's right.
He's a professional. It's gonna start sounding like condescending. He's a professional guy.
To be fair, that did sound condescending.
Exactly. We call.
Oof. What a
Hi,
terrible flop.
I mean, at least it's not top pair.
No, and we still have it. 29% is actually awesome for someone that flop's
It's going to go
the
down.
worst.
It's going to go down quite a bit when you brick the turn.
Oh, yeah.
But for
it's-
this amount,
no,
too.
this is going to be all in
Yeah,
right away.
I think that.
Live and vibrant flop that is.
Although it's a
Timothy-
big bet by MacPhee, so I wonder if Adams.
Well, you never expect him
Can
to bet.
find the strength.
I don't think you expect him to bet so big with the made hand here. I think you expect him to bet big with a speculative hand. Although, if Kevin's got a big draw here, then Timothy probably knows he's not in super great shape either. If he's up against. Oh boy. Well, sorry, Max.
Wow.
GG. GG. Game number 2.
Okay.
This cookbook is getting bigger and bigger.
Can we find a 7 of spade or any other suit except club? Because we don't want the hand to be invalid.
What, you just want him to just suck out like that?
Range play.
Why not?
Okay, I guess.
That's the coward's way out.
Oh, wait.
You know when you play craps, 7
It looks
outline
like
away?
Kevin raised.
No, he say raise and he
And
say
I don't
on
know.
away.
I think he may be goofing again.
He's goofy. Okay, if he folds here, I'm giving him a 5-year contract with Madison.
No fold.
No fold. You cannot fold.
Wow.
That's the call. 3 on the river. So game number 2 also goes to the New York Rounders.
I should have just made the thickest hero fold.
I mean, how can I not just have the nuts there?
Yeah. I should have just been like.
All right, good game.
Yeah, good game.
I mean, obviously, the 9 turn.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
So these guys predicted that game 2 would go just as long as game 1, and it did. Am I right? What?
Yeah, 6 more hands. A total of 146 hands played in the first 2 matches.
This
So
match was longer than the
it
first
was
one?
76 compared to 70. Yes.
That's incredible, especially considering that first match had so many all-ins in it. You would have expected it to end a lot sooner than that. So yeah, game 2 goes to the New York Rounders. Kevin MacPhee has earned 6 points for his team, which I believe puts them up into third place now in their
third
division.
place. They'll finish this heat in third place, moving up 1 spot on Sao Paulo, who now moves back to 4th place. And again, making some more room there from the 2 teams that are at the bottom of the conference. And that's their 8th win of the season. That's good for about 4th in the league. So it's still, the Rounders are winning a lot of matches. They're maybe just consistency-wise, and we saw MacPhee scoring 0 points in his first 2 matches, really redeeming himself so far today.
Max, I'm going to play the violin while Rome burns. Go ahead. Talk to us. Give us a
Gonna
sob
feel
story.
like-
Tell us something. What do
No,
we?
I thought I had to descend into
That's
the,
all right.
the
No,
sea.
we've still got 1 match left to go. 1 game left to go, I should say. Excuse me. 3 points. You can still not have a bagel hung on you, which also not Italian food. A bagel?
No,
Not
it's
Italian
not.
food.
And we
So you
never had a bagel.
Never had a, what,
Yeah.
what would that be? There's a pasta that's a circle, right? Or tortellini? I don't know.
No, tortellinis. No, I don't know, but I mean, it's disappointing. But I'm sure that Tim is the first one that is disappointed, and I guess the season is probably gone for us.
You know what I would do? Honestly, I would get out there and grab him by the scruff of his neck and go, "You're having way too much fun out there. This is not supposed to be."
Stop smiling.
Stop smiling. Stop having a good time and put some points on the board. Okay?
Like
And
the
if-
speech in Moneyball.
Like the speech in Moneyball. And just end it with
This
like a...
is how silence. No, this is how losing sounds like.
And we hope they have a little bit more to say than that when they get down on the floor. When we all get down on the floor with Laura, Timothy, and Kevin MacPhee.
I am on the floor. Congratulations, New York Rounders. Done it again. Another 3 points and another very long match there, but not so many double-ups in that one.
No, it's yeah. I mean, there's a lot of button limping and button folding, and the last hand was just kind of cooler. I mean, he's got a gutter and middle pair, and I turn a boat and he turns strip, so not really anything getting away from that, but it's fun trolling him a little bit when mid-hand. You're like, oh, did I raise? Did I call? Because I just click min-raise, and then I'm like, yeah, I call. But, oh, whoops, what happened?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm angling a bit, but
No,
if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be the spirit of the cube. Anyways.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you enjoy?
No, for sure. I'm having a lot of fun. It's funny, yeah, because I haven't really got used to how the gameplay is, and Kevin kind of notices that, so he's using his live pro presence to kind of attack the rookie, even though he's a rookie as well, I guess. But yeah.
How different is it standing up in there?
Yeah, it's hot, and yeah, it's all right. When I play online, I'm at a standing desk as much as I can do. It's not always available, but
But you don't
when I
have
had an
players
apartment-
looking at you then.
Yeah, nobody's looking at me, but I'm often like that. I'm pacing around a little bit and little nervous twitches and stuff. So it's a little weird knowing you're being observed, but it's fun.
It's nice to see you opening up more as well. We always see, as soon as the players enter the cube in the very first game, nothing is said in the first sort of 10, 15 hands, and then slowly gets chattier and chattier between you two.
Yeah, that's probably just getting used to the software and getting a little comfortable and stuff. So.
All right, Rome Emperor's not doing so well. You're going to take the last 3 points?
I better. Or
You better.
I think Max is going to kick me off the team. So,
He's too busy talking about Italian food, so he'll do that first, but then he'll probably kick you out. So. Right, we're going to go back to the desk very shortly, but first take a look at who came to visit and play in the cube at the start of the week.
When you're playing the World Series, you're sitting down, drinking, you're eating, you're getting massages. The cube's very intense. It's hot. You're staring down your opponent, who happens to be one of the biggest poker pros out there, and you're hearing Braveheart-esque like soundtrack in your ears, the noise canceling headphones, but you're just hearing the soundtrack mixed with loud heartbeats. And so it's a little nerve-wracking. It's great. When there's an audience cheering you on, you wanna make them proud. I feel good about today. Yeah, 2 out of 3 is not bad. I mean, we both wanted this third one very bad. It looked like it was going in his favor than in mine, and then it started falling apart towards the end, but I came through it.
Thank you.
I didn't let him win. He just slaughtered me, outplayed me. The pressure's on.
You're gonna ruin my series, man. I'm here for the World Series.
Oh, man.
Like for 1 month. If I lose
I'm gonna be in your
3-0,
corner.
no,
man.
I'm okay. You can take last one. I'm okay. At
Yeah,
least.
you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
You heard him.
Either way, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy I met you. I'm happy I played with you. Either way, I'm fine. But at least I won one. 3 points. Give me 3
You got 3 points. That's good. That's really good.
Now I need to fight for my team too.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Breathe the air just like a fire, we can't control it. See explosions in the sky, moving faster than the sun over horizon. Can't sit hold the feeling high. Body's moving slow. 'Cause this love is all night, moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
All right, my babies, just one more game left to play here. All the pressure is off Kevin MacPhee. No matter what happens, he's won the match. He's moved his team up 1 spot in the standings. All the pressure right now on your boy, Timothy Adams, trying not to get the bagel hung on him.
He doesn't deserve it. I mean, come on. He has to win the last match. He's a great player. He got got a cooler in the last hand. So, I mean, hopefully we get one in our favor.
I mean, look, there have been sweeps the prior 2 days, right? Yesterday was a clean sweep. The day before that was a clean sweep. And in both of those 2 matches, it was clear that the fellow who swept just ran absolutely very well. And I'm not saying that person didn't play well either, right? No. Both players, in case they played it just fine, obviously, because it's easier to play when you're winning everything. I don't think today has been as clearly like uneven card rack getting hit in the face with a deck type of thing. It hasn't happened exactly the same way for Kevin MacPhee. Do you agree, Max?
I agree in the first match, but in the second one, it's such a cooler that it's impossible to fold, and therefore the last 10 makes the whole, the difference, because if he was reversed,
sure,
we would have had 80% of the chips. Right. So, it is true for the first match. In fact, I thought that Kevin deserved to win. In the second one, it was really like the classical cooler that it's imparabile. Well, which means like
improbable.
No, it's when a goalkeeper has no chance of getting that shot because it was just impossible to catch.
Buffon always has a chance.
That's true. That's true. Buffon, it's unbelievable, and he did play poker for a while.
That's great.
So hopefully he'll retire soon and come back to the poker world.
Joe loves our conversation right now.
I think that Imparabile is going to be the name of their cookbook, which started off was going to be like the story of how the Rome Emperors won the league, but right now is only going to contain recipes for bolognese and other things that aren't Italian. Game number 3 starts right now.
Go team.
Once again, 50,000 in chips for each of these two guys. We're on hand number 2. Coming to things slightly late here. Blinds at 2 and 400. They go up every 4 minutes.
You gotta read. He likes to raise when he's deeper and limp when he's shallower.
Ooh.
You gotta figure that out now.
Kevin is up 2 games to 1, and he thinks he's armed with even more information now.
Does the job.
Joe, we're talking sweeps earlier. It is official now that the Americas Conference will have swept this heat. That is absolutely insane. I did not think that would ever happen. But 6-0, the Americas Conference has the early bragging rights in this cross-conference series.
60, huh?
Now, when you say sweep, you mean that they've won at least 2 out of 3 in each of the matches, not necessarily sweep for the sweep.
Which they have done the last two matches.
If the Americas were to sweep every game, therefore sweeping the matches and the games, we could call it a sweep cubed.
Oh, I like that.
I was hoping for that to happen, actually, that, of course, to get back into contention.
Absolutely.
We needed the American Conference to do well, but of course we needed to win this one.
Right.
3 points will actually make us some ground against somebody of our conference, but it's not going to be enough.
No, but you're right. Those 3 points here are crucial for the Rome Emperors who are chasing the Berlin Bears.
Both players with an ace in the spot. Adams has MacPhee outkicked. What was the soccer guy you said before?
Imparabile. Oh, no, Buffon.
Buffon. He's outkicked like Buffon.
Don't say that you don't know Buffon. Come on.
I mean, that's how I would describe your hair.
Boy.
That's Buffon.
Joe knows Neymar. He and Neymar were partying last night at Trist. Good for you, Joe.
Don't tell anyone about that.
I met Neymar last night, and it was really cool, nice guy, and I actually would be curious to see him in the cube because generally Neymar, when he loses, he wants to fight. So if you ever watch his matches,
there's not enough room for him to run around for the victory lap either, though. Just run smack into a wall like a bird.
But I was amazed how small he is, Neymar. I mean, he doesn't weigh that much. Right. He is small, and yet he can do what he shows on the field, which it was, it's something I didn't expect. Generally, when you meet football players, they're gigantic,
muscular.
Yeah, instead Neymar is, of course, muscular, but extremely
small, muscular,
tiny. So that's why his speed is his game.
We got a big hand shaping up here. Kevin MacPhee is just 4-bet Queen Jack. Timothy Adams shall not be folding. Is he going to give Kevin MacPhee the chance to 4-bet fold?
Would be nice a click raise this time. Which then MacPhee will take a flop and it will come queen, queen, ace, and we'll lose.
We have the benefit of knowing what the whole cards are. Timothy is jammed, and Kevin is going to get the chance.
Ace king, fine.
Wow, nice read, Kevin MacPhee. He does have to 4-bet fold. That's going to put a pretty significant advantage to Timothy Adams chip-wise to start things off. That was just hand number 5. 60K now plays 39K. The chip-o-meter creeping its way toward Kevin MacPhee's direction.
I'm sure that was going to be over.
Yeah, you thought so?
Check it.
Seems like it was a strong enough hand. I probably should have just called.
Kevin MacPhee catches his gut shot on the turn.
Ooh, tiny lead.
It would be a nice improvement to have the chip-o-meter reflecting the colors of one team.
Wish you could just show one.
Oh, you want it to look like, hey, there's all kinds of things that are going to be added, bells and whistles throughout the course of this season and next season.
It's
That's
a first season.
It's a good suggestion, yeah.
Okay.
I can confirm that the snakes are coming. Snakes will be dropped in the cube after every hour of play. That's a joke, Max, because I know you want to be in the cube soon. So.
Walk it out. I feel bad for 5-bet shoving on you.
Somebody get these MF and snakes out of my MF and cube.
Incidentally enough.
You know, you do have to remember that this is my third language. You know, first Italian, second Milanese, and third one is
Don't worry, I'm
English.
actually a very bad joke teller as well. So.
No, it's the hardest thing to do, understand jokes in another language.
Oh, yeah.
You can't teach that in school, and
That's why they put me on the EPT, where no one would notice that I actually am terrible. They just go, I just don't get it. This is English.
You must be funny.
That's what Fabrice Solier said to me the other day. He goes, look, maybe it's because we speak a different language, but I don't find you funny.
Max is gonna be so disappointed in me.
And I was like, don't worry, you're not the only one, even in
Gotta get one against me.
native speakers.
Gotta get one. The good old 3-bets.
I see it all good in a game called Super Fight. Okay. Have you ever played it?
Super Fight, no, what is that?
It's a game where you have to discuss why your hero will kill the other one.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a couple different comedians do improv games like that. Yeah, where like you get it's like a debate team,
You get
like from
assigned.
high
It's a
school. They're
debate,
like,
yeah.
you have the Hulk, and then I've got Iron Man.
Right, and
Yeah.
then you get environment and a weapon.
Nerdgasm.
So, yeah, like Soccer Mom and with a, I don't know.
Dude, I used to do that game on when I had a radio show years ago.
See, I know
and
you
would
you
just
would
call
be
who,
good at
who
it.
would win in a fight, and it would be like Doyle Brunson with a chainsaw against
Exactly.
Todd Brunson with an icicle.
Of course, Todd will lose because he's in the Roman Emperor's team.
We're both getting tired. You can feel it. we're both like, all right.
We're oi. We're oi, so to speak.
Exactly. The perfect word would be oi.
Let's see. We'll just give him some taste of his own medicine, I guess.
4,100. Wow. Just goes for it.
That's what you made it, right?
Yeah.
He's like, wow, that seems unconventional.
Terrible sizing.
I just smashed the pop button before, so now I'm actually just going to mimic you a little bit. Walk it out.
We all know what's going to happen. It's going to be back and forth until
Till the blinds go up.
No, dude, I'm pretty good at 5-bet bluffing it all the way.
Yeah, exactly. I should try to find one of those spots.
I don't know if you've ever seen, but I 5-bet call ace-9, so...
That's years ago when it was okay.
It was okay. Well, the mood she was in that day.
Yeah. Fire.
Owning me on board pairs. Just like a PLO player. You play PLO too?
A little. I don't think I play it very well though.
I definitely don't play it well considering what I did in the World Series event here, so.
You're retiring?
No, I'm not going to retire, but I'm going to try to be better.
It is so great to see No Limit player coming to play in PLO.
Yum,
I
yum,
love
yum.
it. Yes.
Bring money.
Picked up some equity there, to say the least.
Just throw it away.
I was probably winning anyways.
Oh, here we go again.
I win.
Good hand.
My favorite card in the deck. Good fold, good fold. I had it. That one.
Didn't have it that time.
MacPhee's paired to 6, and so is Timothy Adams. One player outkicked, and lo and behold, it's the Bouffants.
Yep, pot. Cheek.
Imparabile.
Oh, you did a really good impression there.
Yep, pot. No, this is where he goes 2/3 pot. Yeah, okay.
Half pot, 2/3 pot, maybe half pot on the river. is a hand that I go like this.
Nice check. Whew.
Oi.
Could lose much more.
Outkicked.
I wonder how many walks are even on the button. It's got to be a lot.
That I'm surprised, for example, that a 5-4 hand will not mean raised there, and instead he just folds. It's interesting, and of course I'm gladly gonna answer two questions of Omar for asking this question of all them to MacPhee.
What am I gonna do with this?
Once again, Kevin MacPhee aggressively betting into Ace King. Not advised.
He might shove this time.
I mean, if I was Bryn Kenny, I'd be like, look, Kevin, stop betting into Ace King. Just don't do it.
Big.
This could be a... He just calls.
None of this clicky stuff. Oof.
Stared down by MacPhee.
He called. Okay, we're gonna mix it up here.
Nice king for us. And for MacPhee, because it opens up.
Mix it up.
Yeah, this just keeps getting sweatier. Adams ahead for now.
Actually, good check by MacPhee. Yeah, I was expecting him too bad because he might have...
Kevin did bet. He's betting the turn here.
Oh, he did bet.
Yeah, bets
Okay.
12,560. I don't think we're going to see Tim just call here very often, are we, for that big a chunk of his stack?
No, because he has 20 behind, so he cannot allow even a big draw. So
There's the all-in.
And now he has 70,000.
Yep.
So it's really a easy play in a way. But
I admire the speed with which Kevin MacPhee folded away that 12K bet. And he is now
Something unconventional.
having a more than 2-to-1 chip deficit against Timothy Adams.
Very unconventional.
But amazing to see. I mean, I would like to watch him another couple of matches because you can see the first one they were just screwing around and just joke, and now they're focused, and so now you can see their best game. Instead in the first one we saw a lot of just being uncomfortable, being understanding the software, and I mean, I'm really enjoying watching GPL because I do learn a lot.
Absolutely.
And, you know, no matter how good you think you are, these guys might view things in a different way that you actually think about the game.
And if you do want to use the GPL as a learning tool, I suggest turning the sound off. I would say you're probably better off, not with you, Max, necessarily, but with me. You're not going to learn anything from me, okay? Maybe how to make a pun or, what percentage of the time, what my opening swipe right range is. But I'm not really going to give a lot of advice here. But I do think that you can learn a lot just from watching really good poker players play poker. Even if you don't know why they're doing what they're doing, you start to, through osmosis, just from being around it, you start to notice patterns and trends.
Which that's the thing that in Italy was missing by many players. And that's why often when we went around the world, many players will not do well. It's because they didn't want to buy a magazine. They didn't want to learn. They will watch on TV, but they will watch it as an entertainment more than as a learning tool. And it's a big
very
mistake.
common, and I'm not going to just pin this on Italians, by the way. It's very common for any group of people, right? Myself included, when I started in poker, to think I knew everything about poker within the first few months. And then, 2 years later, realized I didn't know anything, and I still don't.
Right.
I try to tell people's first question to me is like, "Oh, how is your poker face?" And I'm like,
"What's your stack?"
That is 25. So insignificant compared to, and I can't even begin to explain to you how complicated the game of poker is.
More like looking for your stack.
100 minus your stack.
Yeah. All this math.
But think, if you United States has a lot of card room around. If you would take a car and nobody knows who you are, and you go to a room, you will notice one guy that will act like he's the king of the room.
Sure.
And he's king of the room maybe in, I don't know, a small town, because poker makes you do that. And he probably thinks he's the best player ever. And, it's a game that lets you do that, which is also the reason why it's so successful. Because, in a room full of pros, if you ask 30 pros who's best, maybe 28 think about themselves. and 2, they don't say it, but they do think that they are. So it's...
Kevin MacPhee has managed to run down
There you
Timothy
go.
Adams here on the river, although he did start with the best hand. He did not flop the
It's a
best
small
hand.
pot. No, I meant Timothy Adams will definitely get away with it. Get away from this pot, not get away with it.
Snap holding
There was
7.
my English again.
Max, you mentioned how quiet things have gone. This is the 4th time, I believe, maybe 5th, that we go into a third match where someone is up 2-0. And we've noticed this. We've noticed this in the online competition as well, how the mood changes very quickly. When you're down 2-0, you just want to win 1 to salvage those 3 points.
Although I do notice that Tim is not upset about the situation.
Right.
He's more focused, which
Right.
is good. Like, I remember Denzer playing against Musta, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
And Denzer in the third match, he looked destroyed. He looked like really, I don't know, he lost $1 million.
Right.
And he ended up actually, I think, winning that match. But I mean, he was destroyed psychologically. Instead, here, Tim just is much more calm. He's used to just playing. He knows that you can win, lose, whatever. But focus is the best thing more than look beaten up.
Yep.
Timothy Adams finally doing to Kevin MacPhee what Kevin had been doing the previous games. Just slowly winning small pot after small pot, working him down. Blinds are still relatively low in this particular game compared to where they've gotten in the past one. Only to hand 35. If it's anything like the other matches, we're only halfway through this one.
That's true.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum.
Uh-oh. If Tim bets here, he might even get a call after the 4 check, especially with such a small bet. I think MacPhee could actually pick up on that and make the call. No, he doesn't.
As much as I'd like to call. Probably shouldn't.
Good bet, Tim.
No more of this limping stuff.
Adams wins another small one. Blinds at 6 and 1200 now.
Can we do it like a grand slam that is best of 3 instead of best of 5 instead of best of 3?
That's like the classic kid move, right? When you're playing rock, paper, scissors, best of 3. No, best of 5 now.
Best of 7.
Best of 7. Everybody knows that it doesn't mean anything unless you play best of 9.
Yeah.
And who wins the last game wins everything.
So Tim Adams raising on a paired board again and gets another fold.
Nice.
Fold over this match.
But that
This
time I
one-
even had a gut shot, so it's easier, let's say, to do that.
That's a good feeling.
And I think this might be all in for. We might have all in situation.
Yeah.
Adams will call, I think.
He's all in. Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
sure.
Oh, wow.
A lot of action.
Oh, can we win one time?
So much action.
Deuce, just end it. Just end it for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good game, bro.
All right, Timothy Adams manages to steal one of the 3 games from Kevin MacPhee.
What do you mean steal? He dominated.
Domination Nation, except this time it was Italy that got dominated. You got on the board though, Max. You did not get the bagel hung on you. No tortellini for you. There's going to be at least 1 page of a winning result in your cookbook that's coming out.
And who wins the last one wins everything. That's, the motto that we do sometime and when we play foosball. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
Okay.
Foosball. Come on.
Foosball?
Foosball.
I call it stick soccer, is what we call it in America. Spinny stick soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, foosball. I do know what foosball is. I have fond memories playing foosball in bars in Europe when I was a little kid because I couldn't
there
drink,
you
so
go.
I would just do this move here, but still not very good at that either.
No, but I'm happy that he just focused and wanted to win the third one. And he, maybe Kevin wasn't as focused because he already won the match, but Tim came through and just played well and dominated. And I'm glad that for the remembers, but for him, that we get at least 3 points. And,
Eric, what does this mean league-wise for the Rome
Not much.
Emperors
Yeah.
not getting completely shut out here?
No, I think it's important. We always discuss the fact that going down 9-0 is way more serious than at least getting one. The difference is between 9 and 3 points. So limiting the damages, it doesn't really affect you conference-wise against other teams because you're playing cross-conference here. But hey, I mean, 66 points, 8 points now behind the Berlin Bears, 23 points behind a playoff spot. It is still not over. There's 9 points available each heat. And of course, the good news here is that for Rome, is that these teams are playing teams from the other conference, so it could also help them if maybe another sweep by the Americas, except for Max's Rome Emperors next week, and that could change everything just in a matter of a week.
Let's talk about how not over it is. Okay, now today this is the conclusion of Heat 1 of the GPL Summer Series, but there are more heats to go.
Yeah, teams have played 25 matches so far. There's a total of 45 matches, so still a little less than half the season still left to play. So still a lot of room left. The only issue, of course, as I always say, you'd rather be the London Royals or the Montreal Nationals at this point than the Berlin Bears or the Rome Emperors. You'd rather be on top and maybe lose 1 or 2 points here and there than having to be in Max's situation where you always have to make sure that your top players are playing and they need to win some points. Even if someone like Tim Adams has played so well, the fact is he's 1-2 in each one of his matches. That hurts the team's total points.
But I mean, when you play a tournament, when you go to the World Series, you play a tournament, there is 600 people. Do you really think you're going to win? Yes.
Of course you do. That's why
You
they
do.
enter. I
You
don't,
do.
which is why I don't play. But I mean,
so
all
here-
of these crazy people all sit down thinking like, no, I'm going to win.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I can't believe I didn't win. I got unlucky. But what about the opposite? Here, when for example, the summer series will stop, we'll have 600 games. Why we cannot win 2 of those matches and have 14 points right away? I mean, we can't. Winning 2 of those is much easier than winning a bracelet. So
That's right. And everybody thinks they can win a bracelet.
Right, and Kevin did twice last year.
So, Max, is there really anything that can be done as a manager? Do you have a plan to come out of this rut? Or is it just, hey, man, let's just go out and keep playing poker and see what happens?
Well, I do have a plan. I did put in the corner one of the guys after he scored like a terrible points in earlier in the season.
Sounds like a weird S&M thing, but whatever you guys want to do with the Rome Emperors is fine with me. Like, take a page from the Caligula book if you have to.
But we'll see. We'll see next week. I can probably say Walter will play, and he hasn't played in a while, so I'm sure he's eager to come out and play well. He say he wants to play in the cube. He say he looked at it and he say it's so cool for him to do it, and will come. And I think he's the way that he plays, he might do really well. So let's hope. We need that.
Well, playing in the cube is anything but cool, literally. It's quite warm in there, and we've got 2 sweaty players down on the floor with Laura to prove it.
Indeed, I'm trying to fan them off here. Very, very hot, but congratulations. Obviously, New York, we already knew, won that match. But Tim Adams, I'm very relieved, scoring 3 points there for Rome Emperors. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to do in the last match, to just get at least 1 win, get 3 points, and yeah, I'm at least okay with this. I was expecting more, but whatever.
Your manager was frantically in the commentary booth going, make it best of 5, best of 5.
Right. I could keep playing, but I don't know. I'll probably have to go take a shower first.
I'm not sure you could keep playing, could you?
No, it's pretty hot in there. Yeah, I was pretty
change of
over it
clothes.
at the end. I think I just kind of played with less focus in the last match, and maybe, took a spot where I should have just called pre and 4-bet it instead. It was a little sloppy, so. But, it's a learning process to get playing the cube, so it was a fun experience. Really liked it.
Are you ready to come back?
I'm ready, yeah.
I'll bring a change of clothes next time.
Yeah.
Who else are you excited to play in the cube? Who would be your number 1 pick to play heads up?
Oh, wow,
out of all the GPL?
that's a really tough question. I don't know, off the top of my head, who's the most
It'd have to
charismatic?
be Jungle Man for me, wouldn't it?
I would like to play Jungleman,
Yeah.
sure. I have a lot of history with him playing online, so yeah, maybe Jungleman.
I don't want him throwing an iPad at me, so I'd probably
true.
not say jungle. And I don't know, there's just a lot of really talented players in the GPL, so it's hard to say who you'd want to play against. There's people that are my friends, there's people I don't like, so there's rivalries in poker, and maybe you want to play against one of those rivals, but usually you just want to play against somebody who's fun and having a good time and just enjoying the game. It makes it a much more enriching experience.
Well, congratulations to you, because I believe that means New York Round has moved from 4th place to 3rd place in the
Cool.
Americas Conference now, and you are
And I got on the board finally.
You did,
So, yeah.
and your manager was railing you from Twitch as well.
I heard that, yeah. It's good. Bryn's always very supportive.
Good. And obviously, your manager's here. You're going to get a slap wrist
I'll
in a
have to
minute.
go talk to him. I think he'll be happy
I
at
think
least
you're
that I
right,
got the
you've
3
got 3
points.
points, yeah.
He won't kick me off the team, but I'll talk to him. We'll talk it out.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today in the Cube. We hope you enjoyed the experience. Back to you guys at the desk.
So that is it for GPL Summer Series Heat 1. Now Heat 2 starts off tomorrow. Let's take a look at the standings right now, however, before we get to leading you into Heat number 2. Let's take a look at the Americas first. And yep, it's the New York Rounders who have moved from 4th to 3rd place today, just eking out over the Sao Paulo Metropolitans. And they got a long way to go, though, right, Eric, before they catch the sunset of the Nationals?
Yeah, still quite a ways to go, but I really do think today was redemption for Kevin MacPhee. Not that Kevin MacPhee himself needs redemption. We talked about over $12 million in combined online and live earnings, but some people were pretty rough on him after those 2 0 points in the 6-max matches, but we always knew that Kevin MacPhee was a talented player. He really proved it today. I thought he was top class today, and really good job, and I really think Bryn Kenny's going to be a happy manager live from the Aria later on today.
He's going to be happy no matter what. Now, I'm just going to hold my friend Max Pescatore here while we bring up the Eurasia standings. Hang in there, buddy.
I'm going to cry.
Yes, the London Royals, of course, still on top, and the Rome Emperors, who played today, had an opportunity to gain some traction. 3 points, still better than no points, as Max already knows this. The Bears did not fare so well earlier this week either, so there was an opportunity here for Rome to gain some traction. 3 points we'll have to do today, and we'll have to see how Mr. Trekariki does later on in Heat 2.
Yes.
Trekariki. Okay, so that's it for Heat 1. Starting tomorrow, immediately, Heat 2. And there's 2 matches we got to talk about. Eric, tell people what they can look forward to watching tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 fan favorites in the GPL in the first match. We have a doubleheader Sunday. The WSOP live stream is off tomorrow, so make sure you join us all day.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's right, starting at 11 o'clock Pacific time. George Danzer of the Paris Aviators, who was supposed to actually play Aaron Paul, but instead decided to finish 3rd in the big
what a
stud
loser.
event. Yeah, in the
what
big
a
stud
jerk.
event. So there he is. He will be back or premiering in the Cube with a beautiful haircut, of course. George Danzer of Paris going up against Jonathan Little of the Las Vegas Moneymakers. One of the only moneymakers apart from Scott Ball, who's really performed very well this year. Those points are needed, just like Max's team. We hate to bang on Max, but the moneymakers are in a similar situation in the Americas. And our second match, of course, speaking of Americas, the top team in the league, the Montreal Nationals. Marc-Andre Ladouceur has never looked bad in a
Handsome
t-shirt.
for a man.
Yeah, he is coming down exclusively to play this match in order to allow Martin Jakobsen to day 2 in the Millionaire Maker event. So great job here by Marc-Andre, flying as we speak, headed to Las Vegas
That's
to play
some
his
dedication.
match. That's a good manager, and Max Piscatore knows about that dedication as well.
Thank you.
He is facing Moscow Wolverine Igor Yaroshevsky, a battle of 2 of the top teams here in both of their conferences. So really big match there. Yaroshevsky, Ladouceur in a Cube tomorrow.
All right, now before we get out of here, I did mention at the top of the show that today is Eric Danis' birthday.
Yes.
Eric, me and the viewers on Twitch, we got together and we bought a little gift for you. Go ahead and open it up before we get out of here.
Cannot be good. Very nice. Ricola.
We got some throat lozenges.
Just so you know, this is the real voice, so I don't think it's going to help. And some
Yeah, and some Chloraseptic. That's for me and everybody on Twitch.
Thank you, everyone.
We got together. We thought, hey, what does Eric Danis need? And obviously, his voice is just, real messed up.
Is this product placement?
I wish it
we
were.
wish. Yeah, we wish.
Chloraseptic people, get in touch. What is this, Johnson & Johnson company?
I could sign an exclusive with Ricola, right?
If it actually changed your voice, it'd be like, you come in and you're like, hey, everyone, how's it going? Eric Danis here. I think it would work out really, really well.
Yeah. Thank you, Twitch. By the way, it's not going to help. That's the voice. But thank you, Joe, and thank you, Twitch. It's great that you guys spent a few dollars on me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And you guys on Twitch, you can just pay me back. Don't worry. I'm going to be like your dad on this one. Uncle Daddy's going to take care of it for you. That's all the time we've got for the show today. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel for Heat number 2 of the GPL Summer Series. Thanks a lot, Laura Cornelius. Nice work to both players today. Everybody got on the board. Thank you, Max Pescatore.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you, guys.
For Eric
Been a
Danis,
pleasure.
I am Joe Stapleton. Smell you later.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.